Why do you do a countdown when you know I'm just gonna ruin the beginning?
I mean, the countdown is more for me in the first place, so that I know when the recording starts, and it helps me. So I
I
can say things like
guess.
"Hello, everybody," and "Welcome to episode 26 of the Corpse Party." Uh, as per normal, name to be determined on whatever awful thing, and I'm certain it will be an awful thing that happens in the session. I'm sure something funny will happen as well, and given the nature of us, if it's funny enough, it will overshadow everything awful that happens.
Do you want to play Centipede on a stick?
Ugh.
Like that.
No, that was 2 episodes before.
All right. Speaking of episodes before, last week highlights. Let's go. We're gonna start with Kaze.
Hmm. What part could be better, actually? Was it when I punched the guy in the face? Was it when I found out I had even more motherfuckers?
You're like, I have an army of 100. You have an army of about almost somewhere around 225 people, maybe even maybe 225 people. Oh shit, that's a lot.
Well, if I remember correctly, the first time you told me there was an orc warband, it was only 50 of them.
It was only 50.
How about that?
How about that?
However, as orcs do, they banded together and got more orcs. Also, eventually, orcs will do what orcs do, and eventually there will be more orcs. But we don't need to get into that. UA highlight from last week.
They sow spores in the ground when they die. Oh wait, that's the wrong orc.
Or is
Um,
it?
I rewatched the episode only to listen what it sounded like when I screamed at the top of my lungs to inform Mile that kobolds are stupid.
Wait. You rewatched the episode just to hear that?
No, well, I mean I didn't watch the whole thing. I like skip forward.
Okay.
But the clever plans to bypass Miles' strict and stringent security measures. That was probably my favorite part.
Alright, Zai?
Okay. Sorry. Don't really have a highlight. I wasn't there for much. I guess my highlight. No, I didn't have time.
Monster.
If I had to pick one, it'd have to only be about myself at this point, and it's Misty stepping away just to show off.
Alright, fair. Robot. Highlight from last session. I forgot to always tell people you can have more than one highlight if you want. I mean, technically, UA's involves like 3 separate highlights of people doing of both.
It was like a McDonald's combo meal of dumbass.
Yes. Robot.
Okay. Mine was. Oh fuck yeah! I mean, I got 2 basically. In no real particular order. Triznak suggesting they hit him a bit to make it more real, and Edrigan having already planned that. That was fucking great. And then yeah, the whole going into the tower thing with this going past the kobold.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We're secret friends.
Secret friends.
Hitting who?
Hitting Triznak.
Triznak.
Oh yeah. That was technically the episode before. It just kind of bled into because Sai showed up.
And also,
oh no! I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
In the hut. Why are we in the hut? And then yeah.
I'd already intended on hitting you. Oh,
I good attack. What's your class? Don't show the class. What's your class?
Fuck! Wow, Clary.
Take your wisdom proficiency and roll a d20, and your DM will compare it against the enemy's armor class.
Oh god.
16.
You missed.
I appreciate you doing that. Okay. With that, that pretty much covers most of the highlights from last session. Some stuff was done, some planning was done, and some interesting discoveries were made. If you want more details on that, you can watch the last episode. Essentially, one thing that was missed, a very important comment that was made during the time that you guys were consulting in Miles' library. It sure would have been nice to have a warlock here to consult about this whole pact business.
Or at least his dagger.
We don't want him. We just want dagger.
No.
That's what we recognize which one has the answers we want.
It's like, no.
They're not wrong!
No. You're wrong. It's not Creed we want, it's the dagger. The dagger has the answers. Creed doesn't know shit.
Creed just invokes the answers from the dagger.
Okay. Speaking of Creed and daggers, we're gonna start right off, and we're gonna go where Creed left off until he catches up with everybody else, essentially.
It's probably not too hard. We spent about 2.5 real hours in a library, which isn't bad, but it's probably not hard for him to catch up.
Right. Alright, so Creed, after you left Malik's Magical Mysteries, where did you head off to?
Technically, the whole technicality of I'm unsure of what level of scrying is being cast in the rat hole is, so I'm afraid to just give Cheddar the dispel magic scroll.
With an identify spell and an Arcana check, you could know.
Right, and Cheddar can do that.
Actually, let me double check Cheddar's spell list really quickly.
Double check that. I'm pretty sure he can detect magic. I'm not sure he can identify.
Yes, he can identify. He can identify.
Okay, he should be. He's a freaking should be. He has to assess material goods. All right, to the rat hole.
To the rat hole. To the rat hole. Why did it do that? That was weird. Okay, yeah, he definitely has the identify spell because it falls under the jurisdictions of spells he should fucking know.
I too would be surprised if he did not have it.
Mostly because every wizard should really have it, to be honest.
Well, no, just because of his relationship and his role in the guild.
Yeah. Shit. Close the player's handbook. Fuck me.
Are you a shopkeeper? Are you an adventurer? Or someone who just even has ever held a magical item? You probably know this.
You probably want these two spells. Detect magic, identify.
Do you exist in the world of Dungeons and maybe Dragons?
And are you a caster?
Or have the ability to cast magical items? Or cast from... You know what I meant. Use magical item.
You've probably got these two spells.
Okay,
exist.
Actually, yeah, Cheddar should be able to use Dispel Magic to get rid of the scrying from what I'm seeing here. It's just that he'll have to... When he opens the scroll, I think he has to make a check. If someone wants to read that as well and just verify for them. You don't have to read scrying, I just need more verification on how Dispel Magic works. Yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to work. So for each spell 4th level or higher, this is a 5th level spell, so it's just going to be a DC 15.
How close are we following the crafting rules, by the way? Because they're pretty shit.
They're pretty shit. I've been breaking them quite profusely.
Okay. Yes, and I appreciate that. Holy shit.
I've been fairly strict in towards of making magical items, but in terms of just crafting mundane items and making potions and shit, I was like, no.
Because I was looking at the scroll crafting, because I know Cheddar wants someone to make a dispel magic scroll, and I was looking at it. I'm like, wow, that's gonna take 500 gold and a week. Like,
I like how you got closer to say and a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably going to put some real thought into it at some point, just to really solidify that. I think it takes... They've arbitrarily made it take way too long for
Yeah.
you to craft items, objects, and magical stuff. I mean, this is fucking magic, guys. I understand that some of it's complex, and I'm gonna give you some credit that yeah, it should take instant to get done, but like, come on.
It makes me wonder how any of the shopkeepers would even make anything to sell. It's like you need 8 uninterrupted hours of work to make a potion. Like what?
I don't like that one. That's one of the ones I was really not liking. That was like the
Yeah.
one. That was the one I really hate. That one and the one for scrolls. I hated both of those ones. Okay, back on topic. So you arrive in the Ratway, Creed. It's typically a lot earlier than you normally would arrive.
Yep. But we got issues to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get to the door.
Helena slides it open, acknowledges, opens door. Um, you see Cheddar's kind of just very sleepily, kind of nodding off a little bit. He seems tired. And he's got a bunch of papers around him, along with a newspaper as well.
I poke him with a stick.
He, this sounds familiar. He, looks up. Oh, hey, Creed. Sorry, just... a little tired. What's up?
Immediately in thieves' cant. So the thing that's looking at us. I got the goods to help fix it. You think you can handle it?
I'm ready to plug up the holes in this slice of cheese.
Okay. Well, here's the melted butter. I hand him the scroll.
Good.
You think you can handle it yourself?
Absolutely. He opens the scroll, and now he needs to make me a... Now, it says make a DC 10 plus the DC, okay. Fact, blah, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Okay, so it's going to be DC 10 plus his proficiency plus his intelligence.
Wouldn't it be the one who created the scroll?
You might be right on that, in which case this is almost guaranteed to be a success.
So which is it? What's the question?
Choose one. Okay, he's like, wouldn't it be the because Cheddar's opening and using the scroll, and he's like, and I was about to use Cheddar's spellcasting ability to determine it, but UA pointed out shouldn't it be the person who made the scrolls?
That's a good fucking question.
It doesn't specify. It does not specify. Especially does not specify in the book. So I'm gonna go off what UA said because that makes more sense. So I need him just to roll me a... Yep. And... Okay, all that is set. So I just...
If it doesn't fucking work, I have an even more reason to go back to that shop.
Okay, so it would be the same as just making an intelligence save, so I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, yes, that is a pass. So...
Malik is innocent of this crime.
Yep, Malik is innocent of this crime. Cheddar opens up the Dispel Magic Scroll as you feel like a slight presence has been lifted from the room as Midas says, "The spell has been lifted."
Oh, thank God. Alright. Okay. There's only a few people that could have done that. I'm having a good idea who it is. And we have a good... And I now have I think I have a vague idea where he is right now.
Well, the thing with the scrying spell, if you're willing to listen to a little bit of what I do know of the scrying spell, is that it requires some level of familiarity with the territory, so being more familiar with the area or having something personal effect inside of you makes it easier to scry on. Other than that, it can actually be really hard to scry on a location.
Right. And who else has connections to where we are, would like to look at us, and is probably somebody we don't like right now.
I mean, yeah, Dak is pretty high up on my list on that.
Right.
But he's not a spellcaster. At least I don't think
Are
he
you
is.
are you sure about that? Kree tries to remember. I'm pretty sure he has looked at Dak with when he had Midas, and he could tell he had magic, or at least something magical. He's trying to remember
Um,
that.
I would say make me an insight check with disadvantage. DC is 20. However, it's still possible. So, and you use your insight for this.
My insight's not bad. It's just more like DC 20 on a disadvantage. Sure, let's see what we can do.
I mean, okay,
I got close.
you did get close on one side, not the side that mattered. Um, Midas, I am unsure if he is a caster, but certainly I sense ties to another realm on him.
He might be another one of us. Then it doesn't really matter. Shit, did I just call us us? Is that you? Ugh. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. He's on top of the suspect list, and we have a reason to kill him now. It's for money.
Thank you, UA. Um, well, I mean, it's for more than just money at this point. It's also a matter of pride. He's also stolen from us, so per the creed of our guild, we're supposed to kill him for that in the first place, but it's not as easy as that. We're kind of removed from our actual organization, you understand. So we're doing things a little bit by ear here.
Right. We can't even get in contact with them without Dak intercepting him. And knowing we're plotting against him.
Yeah, it's not an easy situation to plan around, that's for certain. But we're doing our best. The good news is that I've contacted Taocob, and he said he's looking for a route to get us inside of LeFou's estate. He said he'd get back to us at nighttime with that information. So we've got some time to kill before he gets back with that. If you want, you could try and do some preliminary scouting yourself, but given the giant wall of force, it might be a little difficult.
I don't think I'll take my chances with that. I'm not too savvy on magical detection yet, so even if I go invisible, they might still see me one way or another.
Uh, Let me roll a check for Cheddar. Oops, I forgot to add that, but I just need to add one to this. Oh, that's a pass. From my understanding, most demons and devils have some form of true vision, so probably not the best thing. At least if LeFou is employing demons and devils to keep watch over his estate. I'm not sure about that. Is it demons or devils he's associating with? I've never really got a yes or no on that.
Uh, devils. They're the ones that want money and give power to people like him for their soul.
I mean, to be fair, Creed, I like. I think I'm a pretty big fan of power and money. I think you are too.
Right, but you didn't sell your soul to one. I'm sort of like him,
Well,
but my
you're kind of like on
conscription is different.
contract. I don't exactly understand all the specifics of your contract. All I know is that I was able to read some of the wording and negotiate you some better terms.
And I'm pretty sure Yugoloths don't really mind so long as I do good by them. Devil contracts are more binding from if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds okay to me. Keep in mind, I'm no expert on Yugolos, and even my knowledge of devils and demons mostly comes from secondhand knowledge and whispers.
Right. Uh, my question is, I have a feeling things are gonna about to come to head. in terms of LeFou, which means Dak is probably involved too.
Well, I suspect that him and Dak are allied to each other, given that I'm fairly certain that Dak has been taking refuge at his estate, and most of our direct contact that was from LeFou to us came through Dak. So, the very likely truth of the situation is that Dak and him are allied. Which works out. It gets us a temporary ally in Xanther, and he looks to be strong and reliable.
Right. Oh, wait. Wait. Let me roll another insight again, because I want to make sure I remember this. The White Orchid attack incoming. I'm not sure if I told them yet.
He does know. However, you and him are both of the understanding. It's about 200 White Orchid soldiers that should be coming, at least for the moment. That's what you guys are aware of.
Hmm. Right. They're coming for that. Okay. We need to find an opportunity in that scuffle to get to Dak, take him out.
Spoiler alert! That number is wrong.
Either way, you said you got something organized with TK tonight to get us access to the tower?
Maybe not tonight. Well, I mean, talking to him, yes. Not infiltrating LeFou's estate tonight, absolutely not. You know me better than anybody. I don't take anything I'm given at face value unless it's from you. I know I can trust you, but
fair. Okay, I want to be in on that meeting. I need to know the details too. Is that possible?
Definitely make for that arrangement. I'll definitely shoot the question to him and see if he's okay with it. I doubt that he will say no to it. In the meantime, though, could I ask you to do me a favor?
And what is that favor?
I need you to go check on Flick. I haven't heard from him since this morning.
Okay, I can do that. But before I go, I will do that. But before I go, halvesies on the scroll.
Okay, how much do I owe you?
500 divided by 2, 250.
You bastard. And that wasn't Cheddar. That was me because I know you're cheating him. However, you have disadvantage to lie. He has advantage.
I know. We're doing this. I'm letting you put in that mechanic now.
Yep. Okay. So he's going to make an insight check. He doesn't have advantage on that. But what you do is you just give me a disadvantage on deceiving him.
Bless you, Zai, letting the GM have fun.
No.
Oh, chance in hell.
Cheddar passed. Wow, Cheddar rolled really shit too. Holy fuck. Whew. Cheddar squints at you.
Yes, but so did the player character.
Yeah, I know. Cheddar squints. Creed, how long have we been friends?
Fine, I got it at 250. Can you at least give me 125?
Yeah, sure, man. He says as he reaches into his gold sack and hands you 125, pats you on the back. Just don't try to cheat me. Well, then again, I kind of do owe you. He says as he slides an extra 125. Since I kind of took that little bit of gold from you without asking. So 250 is pretty good recompense, he says. Having slid the other 125 to you as well.
There, now we're clean. Until next time. We're gonna find some way to owe each other again.
We always do, he says, rolling his eyes.
Alright. Okay, I'll check in with you later once I find out what happened to Flick.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, Cheddar. The stuff about Dak, see who else wants to be on board with that. So make sure it's people who actually don't like him and won't talk to him. Make sure to make magical checks on them for any type of wires or
I'm probably going to
surveillance
leave
magic.
most of the other guild members out of this. It's mostly me, you, and the last time I talked to Drek, he seemed interested in taking us up on, assisting us with this. And Helena technically works for me. He says, looking over, Helena! She looks back at him. What? How do you feel about killing Dak? Okay. That's a yes.
Nice. Oh, and I never actually got her name. The half orc I saved, the one that works for us now.
She's still on a mission, but her name, which I have this written down now,
Yeah.
aha! But I do not have it written down inside. There's my journal.
It's Tasley.
No,
No!
different one.
Wrong one.
Obviously, it's Donna.
Wrong one.
I literally closed my notebook the moment you said that because it pissed me off. Congratulations.
It's like, no, I'm not even gonna look.
Oh, come on. I can't think. Honestly, I can't think. It shouldn't. You should be glad I remember an NPC from your campaign, sir.
Yeah, you're right.
I do remember Mogget.
Yes. Her name is Melly.
Millie. It may or may not be time to call in a big favor from Millie. She owes me.
It's Mel.
Millie.
Yeah. It's Orcish, so it's like,
Okay.
melee.
Millie. Okay. Like I said, it's probably high time I call in that big favor from her. She hasn't been working long enough in this organization to get attacked with Dak. She's more or less a free agent that just works for us. See if you can get her roped in. Unless she's got higher orders from the main organization.
Oh no, her orders so far have been from me, so I'm gonna call her back in. It's just that I hope that she's not so far away that she doesn't make it in time.
Fair enough. Well, see if you can. I wouldn't mind getting someone like...
Right.
I wouldn't mind getting her on our side as well.
Of course. Hopefully she's already... My hope, and my fingers are crossed, is she also completed that contract to kill a certain somebody in Bergworth for me, because that will make things easier going forward for another thing. But that's future priorities, not now priorities. It feels nice to talk in here without knowing I'm getting scryed on.
You're welcome.
I think I still work forward with the idea that he may cast scrying again, though. But like I said, I'm going to work forward with that idea, and I'm not going to divulge too much private information out in the open. Also, there's no telling for me that 100% he doesn't have, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure if he's a mage. I'm not sure, you're not sure if he's a mage either. So maybe he can, like, magically enchant cockroaches to give him messages or some crazy magic shit like that.
Let's not get too paranoid. Let's just go on with the plan. He hasn't made a move. It doesn't matter.
Right. You go out and check out on Flick, though, and I'll go ahead and take care of the stuff I need to take care of. Whenever you're done, you can feel free to come back here unless you have other business.
I do plan to come back if I can get in that meeting with TK. But yeah, I'll let you know. Headed out.
Alrighty. Sorry, guys. It's gonna be really Creed heavy for a bit.
It was really not Creed heavy for a bit, so whatever.
Alright, so you head over to the front, towards the front gate. As your back is turned to the front gate, you hear the galloping of hooves and just hear whoosh as you see Xanther rushing by.
Perception check.
Yeah, perception check. Not like Xanther is a very easily mistakable person, so the DC is 5. He is not a person to mistake another person for very easily.
I was thinking if he's carrying anything.
You see that Tosley and Grog are behind him as well as the other orc. They appear to be riding out somewhere.
Oh, out, not towards in?
No, not in, out.
Oh, okay.
Let's do the time warp again. Alright.
Well.
Alright, So you head over to where the stables are. And when you arrive at the stables, it is oddly quiet. The horses are tied up like normal. It appears they've been they're in reach of water and stuff. But things like the oats and hay being given to them, their bags are still full, and it's around late noon, right about now. So they should have been fed again by now. Um, I would say roll me an insight. Oh, actually, this one's just roll me a perception. So start off with a perception.
Okay, perception. Let's go.
It's a pass. It's not
Nope.
an easy. It's not a hard thing to miss. You see a
Oh,
bag.
okay.
You see a bag of oats on the ground that lead from where his uh essentially where his silo for oats is and where the horses are.
Huh. Check
Uh,
the ground.
um, this is where I need an investigation check.
Oh, that thing I'm shit at? Sure. Come on. Give it to me.
Oof. Nothing appears to be too out of order. Maybe he dropped. Maybe he was in a hurry and dropped the oat sack or something. Is what you kind of are thinking.
Hmm. No one else works the stables, right? Just Flick, right?
Yep, it's just Flick. Ever since Whisper died or disappeared.
Right. Okay. Man, I need to get me one of those sending stones for cheddar.
You sure do. Do you want to check? Do you want to check inside of the cottage that's next to the stables?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm gonna scour the whole area, just find out if anyone's seen him. If there's any passerby, I'll ask as well. But I'll check the cottage next to the stables. Yeah.
Okay. So when you arrive next to the cottage next to the stable, you go to open the door and find it's already unlocked. I want you to roll me an insight check on this one with disadvantage because you didn't know Flick too well.
Right.
That's still a pass though. Members of your guild are not that trusting. This door should not be unlocked, especially if you can't find him, especially if he's not outside where he can watch the door.
Huh. Go inside the house.
You go
Check if
inside
there's
the house,
any.
and I'm going to say roll me another perception check.
Roll a what?
Roll me another perception check as you enter the house.
Sure.
Ooh, that's a definite pass. There's a pungent smell in the air, something like rotten fish and stagnant lake water. Mixed in with
Follow
that,
the scent.
uh, the scent is all around the house.
How
Like
long has this place been?
there's no one definitive things. You do notice that there are also puddles of what look like slime and liquid on the floor as well as mud.
Oh. Oh. Oh shit. Was he abducted by one of the fish people? Is Talcon behind this? Shit.
God damn it, Creed.
Dude, I smell fish. It's fishy. Who's the one
Does smell
fishman he
pretty-
knows?
This is actually a pretty logical assumption for Creed to make, to be honest.
He's dumb. He ain't stupid.
I'm dumb. I'm not stupid. Okay. Would you like it to do further investigations of the house, or are you content with what you found so far?
I'll try. Even if I take a 10, it doesn't make a difference because my bonus is 0.
Yep. So would you like to roll a active investigation check then? Because taking a 10
Yes.
would be terrible.
Yes, I'll roll an active. See what I get. Nope.
you find his lunch is still kind of sitting there. It's gone warm. It's might still be edible. Uh, some pieces of bread, so a minor journal that that he's been keeping, and um, there is a place where there is an insignia for your guild that you recognize. It's a drawer. Even with that piss poor investigation, you would still know that that's just where he probably keeps his guild notes and stuff.
Check the notes. See what was the last entry.
The last entry is from yesterday. And it's just
Anything
essentially taking tabs on who's been coming into town, potential marks, and such. Particularly, there is one note about a noble that entered into town, and also a note about a weird barrier being put over the town. He asked Cheddar about it, but Cheddar said, "Don't worry about it."
last entry was?
Yesterday.
Like the very last. Yeah, no, not timing. What is there like at the very bottom? Who was the last person you saw?
The last person he saw was a person coming in from the stables for the night. He made a note that maybe they might be worth taking as a potential mark to steal the stuff from, but he doubts they have too many valuables on them.
Okay, never mind. Not what I'm
They
looking
were
for.
headed toward the Still Pond Inn. Since when he was chatting with them are the notes he's left in the journal.
Okay, damn it. What's the time of day? Morning, afternoon?
Late afternoon.
Damn it, this guy doesn't put entries in this thing often enough. It's too much of a time gap between yesterday and now.
That is a thought. You would. You know what? I'm just gonna say, roll me a general intelligence check on that.
Still +0, but okay. Look, my intelligence saves are not bad. It's +4. Active shit is pretty bad.
Could be in the negatives.
Yeah, could be in the negative. Hey, that's a pass. So, um, checking his entries from the day before, he actually does take some pretty detailed notes. He starts essentially as soon as it hits early morning, he starts taking marks of potential people. So either he didn't have any marks this morning, or he got kidnapped as early as this morning.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. Where the fuck would he have gone? Fishy smell. I don't want to go to the lake by myself. I'm just gonna report this back. Hold on. Which way is the closest lake?
You know there's an interesting lake actually right next to the Ratway.
See if there's see the smell. Try to track the smell down. Follow that.
Okay. I want you to roll me a perception with disadvantage then. Actually, survival with disadvantage. My bad.
Survival. Oh yes, my favorite.
Oh, my favorite. Ew, that is not good. You do you follow a fishy smell for a little bit of time, but eventually get lost and just kind of meander your way towards the nearest shoreline that's near the essentially the outer wall. You can roll me a perception check. Oh no, not disadvantage, because even though it's starting to get dark, you have perfect dark vision. So roll me a perception check. Pass. You see what looks like tiny little footprints and signs of a struggle.
Ah, fuck, he got abducted by fish people. Back to the rat hole.
All right. What did you say? There we go. Oh.
Getting back.
All right. So you run back to the rat hole. By the time you get back to the rat hole from where you are on the shoreline, it's roughly early nighttime. When you arrive inside, you see that Deroli is awake, and he looks to have just gotten out of a quick bath of some kind, as he's kind of drying his face off. Ah, hello, Creed. How are you doing this evening?
Evening, Doroli.
Um,
Seen Cheddar?
he's currently in his barracks taking a nap. Xanthus stopped by earlier, and he finally convinced the guy. He finally convinced Cheddar to take a nap. Sorry. Did you have business with him?
Um, we have a meeting tonight. Um, with a person of interest. Damn it! Damn it! Okay, Doroli.
Let's just go wake him up then.
Yeah. Let's wake him up.
All right. So this is actually your first time going to the living quarters of the Ratway. It's actually very nice and spacious with a bunch of with a series of bunks and stuff. You notice, however, that there are two private rooms, one to the left and one to the right. The one on the left has Cheddar's name on it, written as Cheddar's room, do not enter, and the other one is left blank.
Check the blank room.
Inside there is a bed, a desk, a chest, and a nice carpet as well as a couple of drinks set up. As Doroli chimes in, Cheddar said this room is for somebody special. Says he gives a nudge. Says it's for his partner.
Does that mean? Does he have a girlfriend he didn't tell me about?
I'm pretty sure if you had a girlfriend, you would know. I think you would actually be the first person to know, given how much Cheddar talks about you.
Fair.
This
Okay.
is this. Yes, this is your room, Creed. This is yours. And yeah, it actually made quite a few people upset. Um, I know that Helena has complained already, even the short time I've been here, about why she can't sleep in there, and Cheddar has said something around the lines of, "It's not your room. Sleep in the barracks like everybody else."
Ah, damn it. Okay. I'll talk to him about it later. Thanks for letting me know, Doroli.
It's not a problem. I have some cleaning up to do. Me and Triznag made a mess of the alchemy room, he says, with a little bit of a grimace.
Sorry, you broke up there.
Oh, he said, me and Triznag made a little bit of a mess of the alchemy room, so I need to go and clean that up.
Okay, no problem. You take care of that.
No problem at all. Alright, and he walks away, leaving you alone in the barracks. Do you enter Cheddar's room?
And knock the door. To be polite.
And then you hear some shuffling from inside, a little bit of grumbles, and then eventually door opens. Cheddar, half dressed. Oh shit, Creed. I'm sorry, I fell asleep. How long have
Here's
you
a
been waiting
wake-up
for
call.
me?
Not long, but here's a wake-up call. Flick's been abducted.
Ah shit.
Don't know why, but brought up by fish people.
I'm just gonna take a quick pause here. Am I coming in staticky for everybody?
No.
No.
No?
Okay, I'm just making sure. Cause I'm getting I'm getting like a little bit of an electric buzz. I'm just trying to make sure that it's not something on my end that's causing that.
No, it's probably
No, you're fine for
hardware.
me.
Probably hardware issue.
Okay. It's not. It's not like because I can hear it, but it's not showing up on like my desktop recording as like a sound that's picking up in the background. So I'm like, okay, so it's not in the thing. So I'm like, what the fuck is this sound coming from? I'm sorry. I just had to make sure. All right, continuing along. Sorry, I had to take a brief break, brief aside for that. Right, Cheddar. Fish people.
Like Talcom. Like him.
Oh, one of the Aquians. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Why would they need to abduct Flick? Flick's just a stableman.
Oh,
He's just a lookout on eyes. Why is
hold on.
they took our eyes from us?
Ah, that's his move.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, where's how thorough was your investigation of? Jeez,
Dude,
how
you know
thorough
I
were you?
don't place the points. I move in, I maneuver around obstacles, and I take out a target. I'm not really the type to find out what happened. All I found was the room smelled of fish, and I saw a struggle at the shore nearby.
Okay.
That's it.
No. That's more than enough evidence. I'm just Helena! You hear him shout. Ugh. She slowly drags herself into the barracks. Yes, Cheddar. I need you to do an investigation of Flick's cottage as well as the stables. Creed is under the impression that he's been abducted, and with a fair bit of evidence as such. I need you to go and give it a second scan through, see if you can't find anything yourself. She gives a nod. Right. I'll go ahead and do that for you.
Make it
You.
snap. Make it snappy. I kind of want the results before Talcum comes in for the visit tonight.
She gives a nod. As well, she heads. Oh, wait! Before she heads, can I take Droli with me? 2 pairs of eyes are better than 1. She's asking both you and Cheddar. She thinks both of you are her boss. Remember that for our future
Right.
reference.
They're only trying to earn some pay. Go with Helena. Do an investigation.
But I'm not finished cleaning out the Cheddar.
If
You can
that's
save
enough,
that
you
for
can stay
later.
with me.
All right, fine. He says as he just got. You hear him kind of disgruntled, putting stuff down.
I'm slowly coming to the realization Trisnak lost his butter, but Creed gained it.
What are you talking about? Triznak has a skeleton has a skeleton butler now.
You cut out there, but I think I get the gist of it.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So her and Deroli head out, making a little bit of haste as Cheddar says, "Okay, now that they are off taking care of the busy stuff, we can use our brains, our smart brains, to think why would they take Flick other than to blind us, and what do they gain by blinding us? What are they going to do while we're blinded? Those kinds of things. I'm way too tired for this," she says, shaking his head.
I wish I was a cleric at this point so I can give you like heals or something. I don't know.
It's not a matter of heal. This is a matter of exhaustion. I've been up for almost 2 days straight. This is not good for the mind, and I've not had a chance to really prepare spells. That short rest I just got was pretty good. Wink, wink. But not the best.
All right, okay. Let's go down the list. Blinding us. What else? What does Flick have? He's a stable boy. He's a tiefling. Is that special? Wait.
Is being a tiefling a special thing? He says, raising it. He's like, I mean, yes, it's special because you're a descendant from one of the lords of hell, or maybe some other minor demon of them. I don't know.
And LeFou serves a goddamn lord of hell.
Robot! That's some old bullshit! That's actually some bullshit! Bring someone back from the dead? Do you need... that's not high-level man. But if you want to be less tired, you hold on. I need to be a very powerful wizard for that shit. Alright, sorry. That aside done. Is him being a tiefling relevant in any way, form, or fashion? What would someone stand to gain from him being a tiefling?
I'm drawing the parallel is that tieflings are like part devils, and LeFou could be like doing some ritual shit, harnessing that part devil of him.
Actually, yeah, no. Now that I think about it, he was doing some ritual inside the sewer, so it would make sense he's doing another ritual. But why did he need? But what kind of ritual could he use that involves Flick? He says, making a quick Arcana check.
I help him because I can do that now.
Oh, good. That negates the disadvantage he was going to have. Nope. Flick.
Midas, do you know anything? Rolls.
My oh no, yeah. Um Honestly, in this case, I'm gonna say roll a persuasion check to Midas.
Persuasion.
You gotta coax it out of him. That means he knows. He just doesn't want to tell you.
You need to pull in Xanther or Chiznag to butter up your dagger there.
Given what I would say this, given what it's funny because like you say that, but given what UA, Robot, and Kaze know about the ritual, it makes sense why his dagger wouldn't want to give him this information.
Nothing, Midas?
You query Midas as surprisingly he answers back. I apologize, Creed, but this knowledge is forbidden.
And so is signing my soul off to a Yule-off, apparently, to some religions.
This
I don't really care if it's
knowledge
forbidden
could
or not.
get you punished even in your eternal life after. I'm here to help you, not to hurt you. Yet.
Nice addition at the end.
I believe in honesty when it is appropriate.
Right, when it suits you, of course. Say like me.
Transparency is one of our key business cultures in this line of work.
So, what does the dagger say? He says, Cheddar staring at you because you've just been kind of silently and very passionately staring at your dagger.
The dagger won't tell me. Apparently it'll fuck me up even in my afterlife.
Oh. This is really bad. We need to find Flick. And we need to find him fast.
Do you think we should poke TK about it?
Yes. This is very relevant. One, this is a member of our guild that's just gone missing. Two, this is one of the forefront members of our organization who kind of keeps hits marked for us. So I'd be very much appreciate getting him back as soon as possible.
Right. Look, we can butter... The way I know TK, you can butter him up with a bit of gold, no matter what.
Alright. At that exact moment, you hear slap, 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 wet slap, wet slap. As Cheddar actually looks up.
Give us a bit more time.
Did somebody say gold?
.com. Well, while my lips may become a little bit loose under the promise of gold, I make no promises that all information is free, or that all information could be bought from me. He says, pushing open the barracks. Cheddar, how did you get in? I found my way inside. Someone left the door open.
Was it the Rolly?
He's like, regardless of those questions, I believe you have questions, and you have questions to ask, and we have information to exchange. May we have a seat at your luxurious bar that you have, so that I may snack and drink as I do this. Someone is eating their microphone.
No, that's my fan. My bad.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm sure your mic is delicious, but you might want to take it out of your mouth. That damage is as irreparable. Okay.
Okay.
Don't eat your
Take
mic,
it to the
son.
table.
I know you're hungry.
I'm not gonna eat it.
This recording is irreparable.
That's true. Okay. So you and Talcom and Cheddar head over to the bar area as Talcom grabs one of the most expensive bottles of alcohol from the top. Pours himself a little, but pours you guys a lot. As Cheddar actually pushes it away, he's like, "Sorry, Talcom, I don't drink when I'm doing business, unless it is absolutely required." Talcom kind of rolls his eyes. It's whatever you wish. Now,
It's required.
let us begin this exchange with me saying, Earlier I reported to you that the White Orchids, as it were bringing an army of around 200 men in order to assault the city. Um, Cheddar gives a nod, is like, yes, that was what you told us. Well, the deal has been altered somewhat. Okay, what's changed? You see, in order for
Are
me
you
to
gonna
give
add
you,
another zero for dramatic effect?
I mean, I just want to get paid here. And I believe that's more than appropriate thing to ask for. In order for me to let this information loose, I just require a little bit of gold to loosen my lips.
Do you want to tell us or not? Then if you're not gonna tell us in the first place, why do I want to pay you? Why do you come here then?
I mean, surely I want to tell you. Surely I'm going to tell you. I just need to make sure that my pocketbook is a bit. Cheddar slaps 100 gold on the table. Just talk. Right. The White Orchids are bringing 2,000 soldiers instead of 200 to assault the city.
I knew it. You just added another fucking zero. Go on.
It's like, fucking extra zero my ass! Right. They also bring in their flagship, the Helion, down upon Dusk Ridge as well. They intend to commence a full-blown purge, not just to get LeFou. Creed, you can roll me a history check.
A history?
Yeah, history check, and I actually won't give you disadvantage. You might actually know this. Somewhat might be relevant to your organization. Oof. Well, that's a good enough check where at least the Helion, it's a word you heard and you've heard it whispered amongst your guild as when you hear that the Helion is coming, you need to leave. However, Cheddar, they're bringing their entire flagship down on us. Next thing you'll tell me is that Lord Urza's piloting it. Talcom. Well, I may or may not have such information. I paid you 100 gold! Is that not enough? Talcom. Yes, Lord Urza is heading the Helion. Okay. So, is there anything we can do outside of leaving that we can offer to the White Orchids that, leads to us still being alive and being able to function in the city? Well, after the White Orchids are done and they have the Helion upon the city, there probably won't be a Dusk Ridge left. Much to your guys' misfortune. I'm not too worried. Well, not incredibly worried about the fate of my city. After all, we're deep underneath the lake. But...
Rasai,
Hmm?
where'd he go?
Oh, shit.
He's gone. It was right in the middle of that last sentence. He just... Boop.
Well...
Meanwhile, in the present.
Meanwhile, in the present... You guys are returning from Miles' Wizard Tower. Looking a bit disgruntled and such, and like you're unhappy about what has transpired.
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm skipping for joy.
Ah.
That is a lie.
Okay. Alright, so you guys have just returned back to Le Chateau Noir. I would like perception checks.
Okay.
Perception checks. Shenanigans.
Scared. Okay. Because my wisdom's so good. Oh shit, it is!
There we go.
Okay, that's a pass for Trisnag. And a pass for Edrigan as well. So, Xanter, the only thing you notice is that Tosley is not back. Trisnag and Edrigan, what you guys notice is Tosley's not back, and also your front door is open, and you're really certain you did not leave the door to your estate open.
So I walk to the wine cellar.
Shozang's gonna draw his sword as he follows.
All right.
Tosley, where are you?
Good question. Alrighty. You go down to the cellar, and you see that Lehman's tiny hut has been dispelled.
Oh yeah, I guess you can do that.
Things you notice as well. You are missing one person and one dragon skull.
Chisnag's gritting his teeth and holding his sword a lot tighter. Okay, I got his name.
Whatever.
As you guys
Find Tosley down there.
No.
Oh. Trisnag, you look like you're about to take a shit. Go to the bathroom.
He looks positively white.
Are we going to look for Tosley at least?
Oh, that's what I'm doing. She's hiding around here somewhere. Tosley!
This is like face palms.
Just have to. Really?
Really what?
Really?
What? What did you find down there?
When have you known Tasley to not be all business? She doesn't play hide and seek.
Just figured she was busy. She's normally just right outside the door. Or inside the door.
Yes, she is nowhere to be found. The door is open. We have things like dragon skulls missing. I
Wait,
wonder
we're missing
what
a dragon
happened.
skull?
I wonder what possibly could have happened.
Oh man, I need to go talk to the dwarf. Be right back.
Tristan, is Edrigan actually done, or is there other things he wants to do?
I hate life. Going to bed.
Oh wait. He's like
What?
cussing in Draconic as he follows him up the stairs.
Which he
Okay.
understands, by the way.
All right. I don't know. Anyway, he'll expletives. Anyway, he will Right. Well, current problems aside, I need to figure out. We have some big things going on, right? The whole approaching army and all that. I need to figure out what I need to prepare. Was there anything in that chest that I need to know about?
You mean like diamonds?
He's kind of fidgeting. But yeah. One of the spells I can cast now. Huh?
Who did you revive?
He'll nudge his skeleton. I don't know what you're talking about, Edrigan, but there's a good reason he'll nudge it again.
You bring with disadvantage. And you, Edrigan, can roll an insight with advantage. Obviously.
Not trying to fool him. He's
Oh.
Oh my god. I see the 20 on the other side. I'm like, Jesus Christ. He might have actually succeeded had he not had disadvantage.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, he's lying through his teeth. The person you revived is definitely the kobold that Dreg murdered the other day.
Would Mile like to know who you revived?
Yeah, scratches his head. You know, I'm not actually sure about that. But anyway, point is, yes, Diamond's revival, all that. I need to know if I should prepare that for tomorrow, or not. And of course, I can't cast it with no materials.
Do you want the diamond?
Perhaps
Are you going to ask for the diamond?
I'm going. Well, I was going to ask just to have it on my person in case one of you dies. I won't sell it or anything. Yeah, are you thinking, or are you
Why aren't
dead
you?
again?
Why
there you go.
don't you just ask for it?
Well, I haven't actually really seen the whole contents of that chest, and I don't know how we're splitting it.
I don't know how I'm splitting it. I was hoping everybody would forget about it.
Oh, I haven't
I would like
forgotten.
to point out that a quarter of that chest's contents were missing.
Yes. Thank you, Christian.
Sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. I only wanted to just remind you, just in case you'd forgotten.
I was only.
Master Adrian, can I please have the diamond?
No, Edrigan, you want to be dead when you die. You mock me now, but yes, the diamond would assist in keeping you alive. No, I won't call you master. My master just got stolen from the basement.
Yeah. That sucks. So did Flick. I sure hope nothing bad happens from that.
What are we going to do?
Running away is starting to sound like a very good idea.
Well, that. No, not really. It's an idea, but I don't know if it's good.
Hellion demon thing, devil lord summoning. Starting to feel like a rock between two hard things. I screwed up that analogy. We're going to forget this happened. We just asked me for the damn diamond.
Can I have the diamond?
And then Timba skeleton opens the chest and pulls out the diamond. He gives it to him. Was that
Thank
really
you.
so hard?
Evil doesn't ask.
Well, you told me evil doesn't ask. Anyway. Thank you.
Edgigan rolls his eyes.
Is it really safe to sleep here?
He already got what he wants.
Just kind of shrugs and goes back downstairs to mope.
Before that happens, I actually need to have a scene happen with Xanther.
Have a what?
Have a scene happen with Xanther.
Woo!
Alright, so Xanther, remind me what you were doing once you split off from Trisnag and such, because it's probably
She said that the armor would be ready tonight, and apparently our time scales.
the night after, tomorrow night.
I thought it was this night.
It was going to be ready tomorrow morning, but once she made the adjustments, it was tomorrow night.
Oh, scratch that then. I guess I didn't run off.
Okay, well then this makes this easier. As you guys are having this conversation, Tosley walks through the door, and there is a person behind her.
Aha.
It is a familiar kobold. It's not Drip. It's Dreg.
Hooray.
As Tosley, hey boss, what are you guys panicked about?
We had a little break-in. Where were
Dreg.
you?
What was stolen?
Don't worry about it.
Was it a dragon skull and a body?
And a tiefling of the 10th Hell Lord, yes.
They're safe.
How did you guess?
They're safe.
How did you dispel my hut?
Good question. Doesn't need an answer.
I hate you.
I am also quite fond of you as well. I've
No,
moved him to a safer location.
there's no sarcasm. I just hate you.
I'm used to this. I'm a disgusting kobold.
I have no comeback for this.
I moved both of these things to a safer location. LeFou's been scrying your house over and over again, and been looking for the right opportunity to try and take, well, what he wants for his ritual. I decided to take matters into my own hand once I saw you guys leave to put it to a much safer location, employing a little muscle from Tosley to help me move all the stuff. I hope you aren't too offended by that.
Xantha, ask Tasley where it is.
Tasley, do you know where any of these items are?
Yes, boss. Oh, location as well. We moved it down to the rat hole.
Oh, okay.
Dreg.
You moved the Flick back down to the rat hole.
No, I've moved Flick somewhere else. The dragon skull's in,
Okay,
yes.
I'm fine. Could have been a bit of a diplomatic issue with the Assassin's Guild there.
It's okay. I'm kind of aware of what happened, and I need to actually talk to you about that. Among other things, Flick is I'm currently sending him out of town. I had a extra potion to kind of seal him away from scrying. Told him he just needs to get as far hell's way as he can. And I'll tell him when he can come back.
Everybody deserves a vacation now and then.
True. As he kind of scratches his chin. What is a vacation?
So imagine, if you will, and this might be difficult, that for a set period of time, you didn't have to listen to what the rest soul told you to do.
That fucking exists?
It's called a vacation.
I think it's more like he.
It's a human custom you kobolds wouldn't understand.
That's
Just
fair.
it's less not listening as far as I understand, and more him assigning the tasks to other people temporarily while you get a sort of break. I think.
I liked mine better.
Dreg blinks slowly. Both of these concepts are completely alien to me.
Yeah, I'd never had one either.
It's because you can't live long enough to earn one.
Damn. True, but damn.
Dreg, I am. I have comebacks, but I can't say them, and it hurts my soul. Ugh.
I got a real humdinger right now, but I can't fucking tell you what it is.
Yep. Also,
Season.
Oh, that reminds me. It's a new day. What's the relationship between you and Mile?
Oh. Very good question. Would we like to sit down? Would we like to sit down and have tea and such? since we're being nice and friendly with each other.
I would. However, my butler was killed. That was fun too.
Sorry about that.
Trisnag orders the skeleton to make tea.
Right. How much do I owe you for killing Artemis?
I don't know if there's a gold amount. Just don't.
How much
Kill
did
him.
you pay
Uh,
so that you can be reimbursed?
I'm pretty sure he didn't pay. If I remember correctly, that was just a gift you got from Mile. You asked very nicely.
yeah.
Well,
Edrigan has a very sour look on his face.
I don't know why. As Drex
Like
says,
he just drank spoiled milk.
right, this is the weirdest. I have no idea how to pay somebody back for that. Do I give you a hug? That sounds gross.
I put a monetary value on how much you enjoyed killing Optimus, and then pay up.
That's probably a lot.
Yes.
He
Yes,
hands
it
10
is.
gold. He hands 10 gold to Trisnag.
Just like kind of brushes it off. I'm just curious why. Like why this hatred between the two of you? If you tell me that much, I'll probably get over it.
If he answers that question, he's not going to answer my question.
Roll me.
Mine's different.
Let's just go into the. All of you, just to your dining room, your living room, whatever. So we sit down and have this conversation, and I'll answer your question, Trisnag, if you ask it again a little nicer. Maybe answer your question to Edrigan. Maybe.
Yes. Damn it.
All right, so
So we go into the kitchen.
I'm still ordering that skeleton to make tea.
all right, Skeleton is making tea as Agave, now being awake with all the noise.
Lamon's tiny hut.
All right, Lemon's tiny hut it is. As he says, right, I have important business, but I feel I can somewhat wait on that. But since we're here, anyway, good evening, and Trisnag, I don't care, Trisnag, I need you to roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, okay. You said persuasion?
Yep, with advantage.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Pass. The reason why Artemis needed to die was because he proved himself to be a traitor. He was working under Mile for a short time. Dressel is very much on the side of non-forgiveness when it comes to traitors. And it might have cost Mile her life being associated with it and having put in the good word to not have him killed in the first place. It wasn't the first instance of Artemis somewhat being a little bit iffy on his loyalties. I did it to protect Mile.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could accept that.
It's also probably reasonable for me to say that I didn't hate Artemis. I like picking on him, mind you, but I also like picking on Mile. So, I like picking on most people. It's just a thing.
I understand. I enjoy kicking kobolds.
It is
Trisnag
fun.
rubs where his cracked rib is.
Very
Right.
small, very light, easy to punt.
We are in agreement on that. Alright. But yeah. Didn't hate Artemis so much as just a necessity that he had to die. If I had the choice, if I had the money, and if I really actually cared, I could get him revived, I'm sure, but it seems like too much work for just a small little kobold.
Well, we'll see how the tea tastes first.
Alright, Skeleton comes in with tea. I want you to roll just a general D20 check for your skeleton, his ability to make tea.
Oh boy. Alright, here we go.
Fuck it up.
Oh!
He is
That is
literally
a good. That is a good place for
We
a
got
one.
boiled water.
he has literally just brought boiled water as just Dreg's face.
I don't know what you expected.
I don't know what I was expecting either. Why did
Well, at least the water's hot. I'll be right back with the tea.
I'm pretty sure your little... Oh, what did you decide your name, your little Draco hound there?
Oh, agave?
Oh, how sweet.
That's the thought.
Huh. Right. I'm pretty sure Agave could have made a better cup of tea than your skeleton here. Guess even in death he's just as stupid.
I object. He would have eaten the teapot.
Looks at
Agave has started to eat quite a few dishes.
You might want to train that out of him before it becomes permanent habit.
I think it's endearing.
Well, if Educate doesn't have a problem with it, I'm pretty sure you don't. He says, looking at Triznak, given your relationship.
He kind of shrugs.
Tea's here.
Oh, thank God. Now, you may roll me a wisdom check.
Did I grab the right fucking thing? Oh wait, did I accidentally?
Did you accidentally the thing?
I did leave the thing so that my pulled out sheet disappears. And I gotta bring it back. Okay, what was I doing again?
You roll me a wisdom check.
Wisdom. Chickaboom. Oh wait, no, I don't want that. Now open some save. Boop. Boop. Go.
Pass. You've made delectable tea. As
I toss a saucer to Agave.
Crunch, crunch, as Drake kind of looks a little bit just... I don't know what I was expecting.
It's adorable.
One day we're going to feed it skulls.
See, that seems
For
like a
fun.
more regular diet for it. Might help him grow big and strong. Not that he isn't already big as far as me and Trisnag are concerned.
He grew
I'm
quite
going to
fast.
go that was a character for Agave.
I didn't know an undead could get indigestion.
Right. So, God, I don't even know where to start. What are you guys aware of so far as things are concerned?
I know you're not her father. I know you're not her brother. I know you're not twins, cousins.
Mm-hmm. So far, everything you said is correct.
Probably some sort of master apprentice thing going on, and or the rest soul just wants you to keep her safe. But that sounds too boring.
I mean, one of my orders is to keep her safe, but I probably would have done that without Tereso ordering it. I mean, I'll give you this juicy little nugget here. I'll roll me a persuasion check to determine for me how much the juicy nugget is.
Come on, persuasion.
Go 10 charisma,
bad.
man.
That's
Oh, you
not
did it.
bad. That, at the very least, you can console yourself with the knowledge that we are related.
I was wondering one thing.
Is she your mom?
Oh god.
I don't even want to know how that would work. There'd have to be some
I'm
weird...
grasping at straws here.
There'd have to be some weird time travel thing for that to happen.
It's magic. Who needs to explain anything?
I do have one question. Were you ordered to be more friendly with us? You never talked much the first time we met, and now you're talking more.
I was in
We're
fact
cool.
ordered to be more friendly with you guys, but
Oh damn it! I was hoping it was my charm and wit.
I have found you a bit more charming this go around. I won't deny that. You remind me of... Lord, by the gods, I'm gonna regret saying this. back when I was a very, 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 very much younger kobold, there was a
So
group
2 years ago.
a little bit farther back.
Back when he used to play Centipede on a Stick.
Actually, I never played Centipede on a Stick. Daresh Soul invented that damn game. Fuck him.
Oh, strong words.
I'm in Lehman's tiny hut. He can't read my fucking mind.
Unless he was in this very room! And then I cast Prestidigitation to do like a dramatic sting.
Triznek starts smoking his pipe a lot harder.
Oh, right. But much when I was a much younger kobold, maybe somewhere around I think 100 years ago now, I traveled with a group of adventurers, so to speak. We'll put quotes around that, and suffice to say, you somewhat remind me of them. Besides the point, though. As a matter of fact, the person who reminds me the most of the caster that we travel along with is
You cut out
Edric.
there.
And that was the worst time for you to cut
Yep.
out.
The person who actually reminds me the most of the wizard who we used to travel with is Edrigan. You are almost the spitting image of him. Well, not image-wise, but personality-wise, and even the way you talk.
I hope I'm. Was it Limzeth?
Is that what he calls himself now?
It's because I noticed it sounded like he was trying to do an impression of me, and I was offended.
He doesn't do
Yeah.
impressions. That's just the way he talks.
Anyways, last harebrained guess.
Mhm.
You and Mile are actually the children of Dresh Soul pretending to be kobolds.
He thinks about that for a bit.
The children are missing.
It certainly would be interesting if that were the case, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Triznek
Oh, come on, please.
dabs his forehead, not
Pretty
sure if he's
please.
sweating or if he's just wet from the water earlier.
Nah, I think my juicy nugget is where I leave off. That juicy nugget is more than enough. I'm sure that. Actually, I'm pretty sure that the Talcom would pay for that.
Oh wait, we have something to hang over Tile Com's head now?
Oh,
Oh.
he doesn't know what my relationship with Milo is either, and it drives him nuts.
Oh geez, so we have at least two things we can hang over his head.
Well, that's assuming his head's still on his shoulders.
Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke to Talcom?
We just did. We just got back from Miles Tower talking to him.
What all did you tell him? He says, actually looking concerned now.
Tell him. He told us.
Okay, this was the thing. I've been in contact with Talcom for quite some time. I've been in direct communication with him all day, but sometime around late afternoon, suddenly all contact I had with him stopped. He stopped answering back, and I couldn't get in contact with him. I couldn't even detect where his location is.
Well, that's odd.
Very odd.
You don't suppose that was...
Unless he's so mad at Mile that he doesn't want to talk to Dreg.
No. Was there anything suspicious about the Talcom that you were talking to? Did he act funny in any way, form, or fashion? Were you making insight checks on him?
No, I never do.
Mile blurted out one of his secrets, and I thought he'd be a lot more angry than he was.
Is it that he's a sorcerer?
That
Yeah.
one.
He doesn't give a damn about that.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
oh, damn it, that
Oh.
wasn't...
Yes, he was quite upset about that.
Yeah, no. The Talcom I know has no qualms about telling people that he's a sorcerer. In fact, he brags about it. Once you discover
Oh,
it, at least.
wait. Do you know about the blah 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 thing,
The
the
plan?
secret passage Talcom told us about?
The secret passage is bullshit. It's not real.
I
Well,
wasn't planning on using it anyways, but
Smart.
I was, but god damn it.
do you really think I want to go into a room full of Zadas?
Well,
I had enough trouble with the one.
it's not even just about, well, one, the passageway he told you about is fake. Part of what I was doing tonight, and the reason why God, lots of things. So the reason why I knew to come back and hide your skull and tell Flick to beat it out of town is because I was running some infiltration inside of LeFou's estate. Don't ask how I got in. I just got in, okay?
I got better things to do than ask.
Thank you.
I really do need to know how you got in.
I'm more concerned with the result.
The result was I overheard him having a conversation with, I think it was Pazuzu or his master. I can't be sure which. I wasn't able to get close enough to get any more real information. But that he was keeping an eye on your estate to make sure about when you guys were absent from it, and then he was going to provide a reason, and someone was going to provide a reasonable distraction, so it should be the perfect opportunity for him to grab what he needs from your estate tonight.
Neat.
Why are we having this conversation in the estate?
Because we're in Lehman's tiny hut.
Lehman's tiny hut!
Well, right, but I mean, if he's going to be here, and we're here...
No, well, he's already tried, mind you.
Lehman's tiny hut. Cannot get in.
Keep in mind,
I've already given you a black eye once in here today.
It's not that I'm worried about him getting in the hut. Worried about us when we leave the hut.
In 8 hours?
Well, no, you should be fine on top of that. The Foo's trying to be, he puts quotes around it, secretive about this. He thinks he's got you guys outsmarted.
To be fair, he probably does, but...
I mean, he's got somebody who looks like Tao Cobb, after all.
Well, that's the thing. I was waiting to tell this to Creed when I had the right opportunity, but, I suppose it's somewhat relevant to you as well, Xanther, isn't it?
I'm gonna be honest, if you put another fat fish in front of me and call him Tao Kam, I'll probably believe it. I don't know the first thing about Aquans. Or Tritons or whatever the hell.
True, as long as it has that goofy accent and the little hat.
Well, not all fish people talk like him, especially his little minions. But...
What minion?
Wait, he has a minion?
The minions, you know, when... Oh, my God, you guys may actually not be aware of that one. So, if you break a bargain...
Oh, the little fish people!
Yes. If you break a bargain with Tile Com, especially one of the high-end bargains, he can make claim to your soul, and essentially those little fish people were once real people.
I am suddenly terrified of this fish!
I'm going to make sure I pay him every time.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, I wouldn't blame you if you want to get out of Duskridge. It's definitely the safer of the options available to you.
I've already thought of it. His nag doesn't want to leave.
Is it because you don't want to leave without your master skull?
Oh, I was actually more wondering if we left, where would we go? I kind of like not being hunted down by the guards here.
Necropolis.
We have a castle as well.
Yeah, but they know where we are. There.
Yeah, I don't know if I would trust the castle.
Flying Dead City.
Flying Dead City sounds fine.
I'd like to also state that I also lend my hand that I would offer you a stay in one of my personal keeps inside of Kerr.
You have keeps?
Yes.
I like you, but I don't like your dragon.
That's fair. To be fair, he's busy doing other stuff.
Miles said he wanted to meet me. How dead am I on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, after my last conversation with him, well...
How many eggs has she laid yet?
What? Looks at Tris like, what?
Tristan just puts his face in his hands.
No. You son of a bitch, he says, putting an arm around his shoulder. Good job, you asshole.
Oh, I thought you were about to strangle me.
No, someone
too,
need to
Me
lay her.
too.
Thank God it didn't have to be me.
I was secretly counting on it.
Okay,
She's a mellow
does that
average.
mean the numbers changed now?
Well, for me, my wanting to kill you skill just kind of went from somewhere to a 3 to somewhere around a 2. But for the rest, so you were somewhere around a 6 before. Now you're hanging somewhere around a 4, maybe a 3. He wants her to have kids really badly, so you done him a favor.
Oh, well,
Gross.
okay.
Listen, the other option that Deresso had was much grosser.
Chizek smokes his pipe again,
Right.
trying to not think about that.
So, rewind this conversation back a bit. The Tilecom that you met with, I've had some suspicions for a while, but
What did we tell him? We figured out what ritual Fu is casting, and we know how to get rid of it. And Trisnag, give me your sending zone.
I don't know if it works like that. You have to, attune and everything. I mean, it's not like a regular attunement, but it's linked
We need to talk
psychically.
to your girlfriend.
Drake.
yes.
Fake Talcom did something we found suspicious, but conveniently suspicious. There's a needle, and it traps souls, and he left it at Miles, and that's the needle we were supposed to use to knock out Talcom. Not Talcom. LeFou.
LeFou. What's it called?
Miles has it. I don't know. It was a week ago.
It's called
It wasn't a needle. It was a
the Mind Vault. It's a
Mind Vault.
Yes.
Mind Vault.
Dreg actually gets an advantage on that check.
Go, Drake, go.
Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna make him roll. He was aware. He knows the item because he was there when it was made. And I just realized that. Right. Oh. Wait. That item's been missing for years. It was stolen.
More importantly, if he just left it on her library table, there's a reason for it. And if he's fake, then the reason's not in our favor. He's fake, not it. I don't know what it is. I don't even know if it's really a mind vault.
Trisnag, get in contact with Mile now.
Okay. And he'll use the stone. Mile, are you there?
There's a brief.
You're in the hut, moron.
Go outside.
Can't stuff go out?
Yeah, you can.
No, I thought.
Yeah, you can. You can leave. You can.
No,
you can leave.
sending stone can't.
Yeah, sending stone.
It can't?
No.
It can go across planes. It can't go through the hut? Okay. He'll.
Specifically can't. No.
It might be just because of the result of the spell, yes.
Okay. He'll Lex at the hut then and just, do the whole. This is what he just did.
Alright. You get a brief pause before. What do you want, Trisnag? Sorry. I don't mean to be terse. I'm just in the middle of researching.
He kind of looks over to the other guys and sort of rotates his hand, like asking what to say, kind of thing.
Ask her, is she feeling alright? Does she feel woozy or sleepy, or does she feel stupider than normal?
Are you all okay over there? The not hindered in any way? You're tired other than, the usual?
I'm fine, a little tired. I was actually about to turn in about 2 hours.
Don't sleep. Hang on, I have to go over there for a moment. Don't incapacitate yourself in any way.
This is psychically correct, not out loud?
Yeah. It's all psychic, the sending stone.
Okay. Dreg. So, How is she? What's going on?
Caught her when she was about to go to bed. Told her not to sleep.
No!
Told her not to sleep.
She needs to not sleep near it.
That's what I said. I said, don't go to sleep. Don't incapacitate yourself in any way. I'll be over in a few minutes, and that's where I'm going.
Get her and just get her as far away from her tower as possible.
Okay. So he's gonna walk in that direction now and use the stone again. Can you actually meet me outside?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. There's a brief pause, and I'm also gonna go back to everyone else before that little bit happens. Dreg. Okay. Continuing along with our conversation here. That somewhat confirms a little bit of my suspicions. I suspect that Dak Faden is a shapeshifter of some kind. I believe there's a term for it. He looks over to Edge again. Shape-shifting creature. What are they
I don't know,
called?
changeling,
Uh,
doppelganger.
roll me an Arcana check with DC is gonna be 5. And the DC 5 is like pretty much what you can
Yes,
think
that is
Yeah,
in fact how
doppelganger.
you get me to roll a 1.
Doppelganger.
Yeah, Ian's answer is like changeling, doppelganger. All of those apply. I think changeling is the one I'm looking for here. I'm fairly certain Dak is a changeling, and that the reason why he's
Wait,
been.
do you mean that little shit was within arm's reach of me?
Yes, he was literally standing right in front of you.
I am going to murder the fuck out of him.
Even better, he helps you plot to get to him. Isn't that wonderful?
When you turn him into a skeleton or a zombie or whatever, I'm going to use him for target practice.
Do changelings turn into skeletons when they're dead, or do they like turn to actually?
I don't know, but I'm keen to find out.
Oh no, I'm just asking because I'm wondering if it's like when you kill a vampire. When you kill a vampire, they turn to like a pile of dust, which makes it not fun. But like, would a changeling turn to like a pile of slime? It's not as fun as killing elves. Nothing's that fun. Outside of the
also-
tent. I'm sorry.
Also, Mile was strangely okay with sacrificing kobolds. Or is that just her?
We'll get back to that in a little bit.
I thought that was because she generally doesn't like them because they're idiots.
All right, so Trisnak, as you're in mental communication with her, you get that brief moment where she's probably walking out, stepping outside the door. Then you're like, "Oh my god, what's wrong with all my kobolds out here?"
What is wrong with all the kobolds?
She communicates back, like, they're sleeping, but they're not. They're not breathing.
Oh boy.
Moving.
Really known as dead.
How far along is Triznak towards the tower at this point?
You're about a quarter of the way there.
He'll run.
I was gonna say that earlier. You used that sound effect for someone who's not a kobold, and I was quite.
I apologize for doing so. All right. So Trisnag is breaking it into double time. Meanwhile, back to the tent. Mile doesn't really grow up around kobolds so much as she grew up around. Don't get me wrong. The early years of her life, she got some nice little bit of kobold raising, but Duresso was very quick to sneak her, quote unquote, into a fine wizard's college. So she's probably spent more time in the company of humans and kind of sees kobolds the same way that you do.
Kobolds are stupid.
Yes. They're stupid, annoying, and disposable. Actually, she probably picked the disposable part from Duress Soul.
I feel like we should be better friends than we are. Oh well.
Me and you, or you and Mile?
Me and Mile.
Shrug shoulders. Time will tell. She was pretty happy when you agreed to teach at the wizarding college. Don't worry, I like flushing her dreams down the toilet. I'll be the one to break the news to her if we aren't going to be able to stay here. Meanwhile, with Triznag, um, when you are pretty much getting just over the bridge and can see where the Wizard's Tower is, you see a bunch of the kobolds that are almost standing on their feet and they're standing on their feet almost in like a dreamlike state. Their eyes are kind of fluttering open and closed, and they're mumbling under their breath.
Oh, I don't like this. He's gonna slap one.
You slap one. Roll me a. Actually, I need to think about what kind of check you need for this. Actually, yeah, roll me a medicine check. You can roll me medicine or an arcana.
I'll do medicine because I have that. That is bad.
You slap him, it doesn't seem to have any effect. As Mile, kind of pushing through the crowd of kobolds, she's like, they're all under some sort of deep sleep spell.
Well, that's odd.
Yes.
And you're not.
Well, I didn't fall asleep. I'm fairly certain these kobolds were already asleep. Is this why you didn't want me to fall asleep?
How much can I say? He's gonna squeeze the stone again, cause, scrying. Well, okay, I'm gonna say this here, cause not in your head and not in front of you, because, scrying. The, mind vault thing, it doesn't, remember the conditions for it. It's, if you're asleep or incapacitated near it, it's,
Right. Oh my god,
we didn't realize it either until...
them for being stupid, but it's another thing entirely if they just are punished for no reason. Ooh.
So, maybe don't sleep in there. We're actually having
sleep with you.
Yeah. Let's go back to the chateau. We can discuss it there.
Cool. I can ward the chateau against scrying too. I intended to do that earlier, but yeah, thanks. She says as she just kind of skips one. Oh right. Before I do that, she looks at you. As out loud, she says, "Fuck you, Triznag. You go back to Edrigan like you belong." She says she storms back into the estate. As she's walking away, "I'm casting invisibility, then I'll come back out."
Whatever. And he's actually gonna gather up the weirdly dazed kobolds and just, I don't know, maybe he'll just drag them with him if he can.
Okay.
Looks like an argument.
Eventually, you feel a slight tug on your on like your right side of your robes. Psst, I'm right beside you.
It felt weird leaving them there.
It's okay. We could just put them outside the estate or something.
Okay. I'll put them in the stable.
Somehow I think that's appropriate.
That's what he'll do.
Alright. You head back into these
apples.
You head back into the estate as Miles says, "Hold on, I'm going to put runes around your estate to ward it from scrying. It should also dispel any active scrying that's going on right now. You just let everyone know that I'm
Can I do insight on an invisible person?
Sure.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Oh god.
Except it's canceled out because you have Mile has trouble lying to you.
Okay, so it's normal?
Yeah, it's normal. Pass. She appears to be being honest with you.
Okay. It's just
like
we'll go
in like a minute.
Okay. He'll go into the state and back into the hut.
Meanwhile, back inside the hut. So, right. Enough talking about killing changelings. And I'm sorry you missed your opportunity to strangle him, even though he was right in front of you, Xanther.
It's okay. I'm sure you'll find me another entrance into that place, and
I intend to. I have a very good schematic built up, and I have a few guesses on places that we can get entry. Right now, I'm actually having concern about what happened to Tayo Calm. He's not one to be easily ambushed or taken advantage of, so clearly something went really wrong for him to, well, get it, so to speak. At this point, Trisnak, this is when you come in. Ah, Trisnak, welcome back. Is Miles safe?
Yeah, she's fine. She's just invisible and warding the state right now.
Good.
We a whole bunch of
Was there anything weird around the estate when you got there?
yes. There were a bunch of guards in like a dazed sort of state.
Damn.
I put them in the stable.
It's
Wait, you brought them here?
I did.
you put them with my horse.
I mean,
horse to you. Why are all these kobolds here? I want apples for this. I hate them.
we had
Everyone
to
stop
hold on, I have
talking
to go
about-
get
they won't
some
stop-
apples.
They won't stop talking about centipedes on sticks.
we
Even
had to make it
they
look.
sleep, but they're mumbling it.
We had to make it look like an argument, and so it was over the kobolds, and I brought them here.
Makes fair. Makes.
I'm wondering if we're past that stage of.
Right.
He already knows our plans.
I don't know. She did it first. I had to think quick.
Right. Did she know that Tile Calm was fake? Did you tell her?
No, we weren't in the hut. I thought it would be quicker to bring her here and not have her discussing things in her tower that could be dangerous.
No, but it's sure going to be weird when I bring down the hut and put it back up.
How many spells does she expend? Trying to do that. I'm just curious. It's not like I'm going to make fun of her or anything.
Let's ask. Mile, how many spells have you expended?
You hear a brief pause, and she's like, comes from invisibility. I heard a voice, but are you guys casting invisibility too?
No, the gig is up.
What do you mean the gig is up?
That Tao Calm was not Tao Calm.
Oh, God damn it! She throws one of her staffs on the ground.
Careful, some of those things are explosive.
Yeah, and that is the one I threw on the ground. Probably, but not want to throw that one. Puts it back on her thing. How long did you guys know that Talcom was a fake? Did we just purposely put on a play to make him seem like an idiot, but we have a different plan, and I just wasn't made aware of that because you were afraid he was some kind of mind reader? Because I could.
I'm afraid it was about when he arrived.
No, when Drake showed up.
Looks at Dreg. Oh. That's far less interesting.
I thought so too, but I didn't want to bring it up. This whole endeavor has been disappointing failure after disappointing failure, so it's like, whatever. I don't care anymore.
I care. I expended a slot of invisibility that I didn't have to.
Ah, well.
I get back on a small rest.
So where's Creed?
A good question.
Doing Creed things.
At this point would be where Creed would walk in. However, we have to...
Yep, finish that part, probably.
Yep.
No, we don't.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
So, back to Creed.
Back to Creed. But before we go back to Creed, a quick 5-minute break for everybody.
Okay.
Snack time!
I will require assistance in rolling because I had to run to the office to grab a document in case I need a roll.
No problem.
Okay,
You can hire
thanks.
a maid, but you can't hire a courier?
Alright, be back.
The office isn't that far. It's way cheaper to drive up myself. It's like 5 minutes
That's
away
fair.
from my house.
It's fair. Plus, a courier probably wouldn't have the key.
Of course. The courier wouldn't be able to determine where the document is hiding among this pile.
So funny about that. One of the directors where I work plays pranks.
Okay, Drake, we'll be right back.
somebody. And at one prank that he likes in particular is he keeps taking his keys because he'll just leave them on his desk, and so the director will just take his keys and hide them somewhere. Once there was a scavenger hunt where they wrote down like clues of where to find the next clue in order to find his keys. That was great. But one time he took his keys and he put it in his pocket, and then he forgot, and then he went home with this guy's keys. And it turns out what you can do is you can get Uber and just say, drive these keys over to this place, and then they'll do it. And that was weird.
Like if the keys have an address on it? Or...
No, just say like, here, take this to this address. And then
So like an Uber courier.
Yeah, except it's just Uber. It's like the passenger has keys.
I've done that before with like newspapers.
It's cray. That was a fun scavenger hunt, though. I'm glad I didn't give fake Talcom any money.
Seriously. Also, we're gonna have to start working with Cheddar a lot more.
Nah.
So that we can get the intelligence that we require to fucking outmaneuver these little fucks.
Well, I think the exchange between me and Calcom that's about to go down is either we figure it out or I don't, and everything moves on.
If that's the real Talcom at all.
Well,
exactly.
See, the reason why Talcom was the one who got switcherooed was because we rely on him too much. If we were relying on Cheddar, then Cheddar would have been the one who got taken over by the Changeling. Because that's how Dungeons and Dragons works.
Probably. But one way or another, we need to get ourselves an intelligence service that actually fucking works and won't get
Talcom
snatched.
works!
Talcom works!
Yeah, he got snatched, but that's because he's a fish, and fishing is easy.
Back.
I'm back too.
And fishing is easy.
What's easy? Fishing?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
He said
The fuck? What are you
said
even fishing for?
He said we need an right, but this is catfish.
Oh no, it's easy. Catfishing is easy as fuck. Just throw something stinky shit in the water.
Catfishing is super easy. You just swipe left. Anyways, he said we need a reliable intelligence service that doesn't get snapped. And I'm like, well, Talcom works. He's a fish, and fishing is easy.
Zai, are you back yet, or are you still away?
He's been here the whole time, I think.
Okay. If that's the case, then we are going to go ahead and get right back into it.
One quick question.
Oh.
How much was that diamond worth again? I gotta put it in my inventory.
Actually, it was worth 1,000 gold.
And he spent
300 of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, 700 now. Okay, got it.
Oh, you'll have an extra 100 gold piece worth of diamond at the end of it.
I guess I could use that for ceremony.
Oh yeah.
Anybody need like a coming of age or a wedding or anything like that?
Clearly, you need to
Trisnak and Mayo sitting in a tree.
It's funny because I was gonna go. Yeah, legally, you should legally marry Cheddar and Creed already.
It
Doing
can also
a little
be used,
more than KIS.
It can also be used to dedicate someone to a different god and things like that.
That's
not
gonna happen with Creed. That would probably get him
Drip,
murdered.
on the other hand.
Oh God! Do it to Drip. Do it to Drip. Do it to Drip.
I thought about it.
I used to worship the god of death.
Well, one of them, mine's better.
Prove it! No, don't prove it!
We already have one kobold skeleton. It won't be too difficult to make another.
Yes, I knew exactly where that was going. Right. So, Creed, you're having this lovely conversation with Tilecom, who's definitely
Right?
Who is definitely Tilecom.
Who's definitely Talcom. I need a reason to doubt him.
Right. And
And
getting back to where we
where were we,
were.
honestly?
Talcom had just told you about the Helion
Helion, yep.
and how the army was coming. And he was about to say, right, so rather than having to flee, there are some other options that you do have to you. For, you see, Edrigan has been making plans with me that we are going to, infiltrate LeFou's estate, Oh, wait, no. Sorry, that's wrong.
I was gonna ask, has that even happened yet?
No, yes, I'm like, I've got my time mixed up. He would think a different thing entirely. Right. Edrigan is currently helping assist me and LeFou so that we can summon LeFou's patron lord to the mortal realm to fight off the army. We are simply in need of a few things in order to make this go a bit smoother. The first thing
No, keep going.
The first thing that we are missing currently is that we are missing the blood and sacrificial person of us, a descendant of one of the 10 lords of the 9 hells. One of the fallen lords, so to speak. I was tasked with getting them myself, but I failed to do so.
Insight?
Yes.
It's almost like he had a hint or something.
I mean, I didn't even need the knock. It's like myself.
Well, no, not even that.
Huh?
Just maybe previous conversations that you were as a player.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, you have advantage on this check, as does Cheddar, as he's making it.
I don't know what I rolled. I'm not in there.
Oh yeah, we have to roll for him.
Yep, I'm doing it for you. I just rolled Cheddar's, and then up to...
Cheddar did good. You're fine. You probably don't even have to roll.
Where is Creed? Oh, that's because I'm on that one. I'm on the wrong one again.
No.
Wrong again. All right, Creed. Creed, insight with advantage. You are good at insight.
I'm okay at it. I'm better at I'm good at insight. I'm really good at insight.
Yeah, you're plus. Yeah, so you and Cheddar, the moment you hear those words from his mouth, and given what you knew about what happened earlier in
He cut off.
Okay, so given what you and Cheddar know for a fact about the scene that you discovered, this seems really fishy.
Ha!
I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself.
Why are there so many puns this episode? Fuck.
I already know how this episode's title is gonna go.
Because
It's gonna be a pushy business.
No, I already know what I'm gonna call him. What I'm calling the episode.
Write it down. Write it the fuck down.
I don't have to. Genius.
Okay. You and Cheddar both look at each other with the simultaneous just... No.
No.
That can't be true. Talcom. You two both...
So, I'm gonna look to Cheddar right now. Should I call him out on that, or should you?
Cheddar gives a signal in Thieves' Cant. Quiet. As Talcom... Actually, roll me another insight. So you're gonna roll another insight, and as is
Yeah, do it. Use my +9 to the advantage, dude.
no advantage.
Go.
No advantage this time, but insight, normal. So first is your insight, and then is
Could have
Cheddar.
been better. Cheddar. Damn. Nah, 20. Be covered to you.
Cheddar waves his arm a little bit as mentally you hear, he understood that. Also,
we let him leave.
your 17 also lets you know that you also were able to recognize he understood that he said quiet and thieves can't, and that put him a bit on edge.
Okay.
Cheddar keeps himself very reserved as mentally he continues. I don't know who this is. We need to stop talking now, and we need to
I
get
got
him
an.
out of here.
I might. Okay, how low does minor illusion again? Roar of a lion, right?
So what?
Roar of a lion, right? Minor illusion.
Yeah. Actually, I'll look up the spell. Beep 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 beep. Minor illusion. Tell me what you can do. If you
Whatever you
create a
want.
sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. A lion's roar, a beating of drums, or any other sound you choose.
Okay.
So it'd be the volume of a scream, but you can make it any sound you want, essentially.
Okay. Analyze the caveways. See if there's any water access.
You would know for a fact. Yes, there is.
Okay. Emulate the scream of not scream, but like kind of like a guttural roar, like Talcum when he has an upset stomach.
Uh, so actually, no, you would have heard that sound before. So yeah, so you're gonna make that sound appear from like outside the door.
From from that direction and
Okay.
like moving. Yep.
The one he needs to make me a composure, and he gets a. I will have you roll another insight along with Cheddar as this happens. He rolled really good in his ability to keep composure, but that doesn't mean that your guys' insight might not. Oh, I should have rolled deception. Dar. No, I think yeah, no, that comes out to be the same. So never mind.
Okay.
It's something I rolled. I was like, okay, it comes out to be the same, so that's fine.
All right.
Okay. You do not pass. Cheddar, however, does pass. As he said to you, he appears to keep his cool. As Cheddar, mentally messaging you once again, he's losing his shit. He's losing his shit over hearing that sound.
You're getting sweaty over there.
Talcom.
More slimier than
I
usual.
think I've spent a bit too much time out of the water. I will leave any further messages you have for me, or any other communication you need to have at any time. You can get in contact with me. I need to go and retire back to the city.
I go in front. I go in front of the door before I leave. I go block his path. There's still a lot more things you need to tell us. What else?
He stands up to his feet, drinks his alcohol. Remind me, what else do I need to talk to you about? Sorry, I may have just done it a little too fast on the drinks.
Really? I don't think your information is reliable anymore. I think we should take back the money. What do you think, Cheddar?
Okay, roll me a deception. You have to roll me a deception on that one. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
You're gonna have to roll me a deception on that one. So I'm gonna.
Do it for me.
I got you.
Tell me my results. So
19.
Nice.
And oh, he he could tell. He reaches into his coat pocket, and I will give you one reactionary move that you can do, as will Cheddar get one as well.
Okay.
As he pulls out a smoky-looking ball.
I throw down. Hold on. I can't see my inventory right now.
Are you pocket sanding him?
I'm fucking pocket sanding him, dude. You know I have that.
I know you had it. I was waiting for when you would use it.
Blinding dust.
Pocket sand. Ah! Where is the blinding dust in your inventory? Oh, there it is. All right. I like how it's just underneath 2 jars of bees.
If he stands still, he's getting those as well.
Keep in mind you're only getting one reaction here. Blind dust 5e, since it's not on your sheet and it's not in my notes. There we go. Okay, so you are going to make a ranged attack. I'm just going to do 1d20 plus, not your proficiency bonus, but 1d20 plus your dexterity. Plus, I mean, your dexterity is good, so it's not terrible. That's pretty bad, though. You rolled a 5. So, you pocket sand as this fake Talcom raises up his jacket to block it as you see one of his gloves turn red.
I look to Cheddar to see what he's doing.
Cheddar. Let me look at his spells because this is a pretty big surprise for Cheddar too. What spells does he have that can help with this? Ooh, that's a good one. Well, not a spell, but it is an item, but he's gonna hate himself for using it. Alright, let's see how Cheddar does on throwing his magical item. And 1d20 plus 3. It is 3, correct? Yes. Cheddar is a dexterous boy as well. He's smart and dexterous, but please don't hurt him. Is that match Dax altered AC in this form? He did it! You see a dart fly. From one of Cheddar's pockets as it lands in the fake tile. Comms. You see him slowly changing shape back into a form that looks more like Dak Faden. Again,
tie him up now.
That's it. You get the reaction. Smoke ball hits the ground as a thick cloud of smoke disperses into the room, and you do have another action.
Okay.
As does Cheddar.
Hey, hold on. What do I have?
There's only one problem that some people will know about this right now.
That somewhat?
There's only one problem that I'm sure smarter people will understand about this situation right now.
You cut out a lot there.
Okay, I'm sure there's something about this situation that some of the other players understand is happening.
Yeah.
Every
That happened again.
The was once again cutting off.
I swear to fucking God, fucking Discord and its fucking bullshit fucking connection whenever I have fucking OBS running. I fucking can't stand this fucking application. I bet you that all came in clearly though, didn't it?
No, not at all.
I mean, every fucking did, but...
But characters need to be more flavorful with the language now.
Okay, how's it now?
Hello. You're fine now.
Sorry.
What were you about to say?
As I was saying, so some of the smarter characters may realize about probably what's going to happen in this situation, but we have to actually play it out. All right, so he throws the smoke cloud down. Creed, what do you do in response?
So he got hit by the dart, but he managed to still get the smoke out.
Yes.
Hmm. I have a whip. Transfer minus to whip and just swing it. See if it hits him. Like just go
All
wide.
right, attack roll with disadvantage, but still an attack roll nonetheless. 1d20 plus. You have proficiency with whips, I'm pretty sure.
I have proficiency whatever Midas turns into. So yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna 1d20 plus 3 plus 4. I think you're. No, I think you're still 3. Yeah, you're still.
I should have a whip attack in my sheet.
Oh, okay. Well, I already rolled it out, so plus the extra 1, but no, that would still be a miss. Even so, I don't even need to roll a disadvantage one for a second one, but yeah, that's a miss. So you whip into the cloud of smoke as you just slash you hit the ground. As Cheddar pulls out his short sword and swings forward. So himself disadvantage. Holy shit. For Cheddar alright, I'm just gonna say this. Cheddar is the most non-combat person ever, but
Those rolls.
yeah. Seven
Come on,
damage.
get it.
Holy shit.
Gotta
So
look at
Cheddar,
it, man.
yeah, Cheddar draws blood as you hear Dak. Ah, fuck! And then you hear something like a buzzing sound as a miniature gust of air goes, and the cloud disperses, and Dak is gone. Motherfucker, says Cheddar. As he looks at the blood on his blade. I got him, though. Says, holding his hand tighter, I actually really got him. Got him with a tracking dart.
Good. Actually, keep that blood. I think it could sell for cash. Changeling blood.
Changes actually go for a lot of money.
That's what you think of immediately?
Surprisingly,
Yes.
given that they're thieves and assassins, yeah.
Yes, Kevin, they're retarded.
Cheddar.
Ooh, blood! We can sell it! Maybe we can
Cheddar.
use it to track him!
Cheddar. Well, Changeling skin sells pretty high on the market since you can make a lot of which is useful. Never thought Dak was a...
What do we do with the tracking darts?
Well, I have to wait a little bit, but in about 10 minutes, I should be able to use my detect magic spell to be able to locate where the dart is.
What's the radius? What's the range on that?
1 mile.
Translate that for me.
Oh, shit. Let me get that in kilometers, right?
Kilometers or even feet work because, at least that's the metric of the
5,000 feet.
game.
Or 1,609 kilometers.
So crazy
No,
distance. Okay.
No. A mile is not 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say, 1,000 kilometers?
Oh, shit.
That is fucking enormous.
1.6 kilometers. Whoops, I forgot to divide.
There you go.
Okay. How many feet was that?
About
5,000, a little over.
Yeah.
Okay, so good amount in feet. Not enough to cover a city, though.
Right. I think we need to pull back Helena and Deroli. He says, giving a wink.
Yeah. Okay, I think we gotta regroup.
He
You're the only one that can
puts a hand to his forehead as he's like, I'm giving them a sending right now to tell them to come back. We don't have time for them to finish their investigation. We need to figure out what the hell is going on here. Where the hell is dragging all of this at that?
Okay. The way I figure, everybody's maneuvering in such a way. that it revolves around things that either is involved has some of our stuff and some of the kobold stuff. Let's go to back to the chateau first. We gotta regroup there. I gotta
Okay,
catch up with the other guy.
before we head out to the Chateau Noir, let's wait for Helena and Deroli to come back.
Right. We should go together.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
Better that we travel in a group. In the meantime, we can spend the time fortifying this place up a bit. No one else gets in or out except for us.
Fucking block up the water exit too. I don't want that shit no more.
He gives a nod.
For now.
Shit, man. All right. So what I'm going to just roll for you here is you are going to roll me a survival check in order to properly fortify this room. And then, actually, I'm going to see if Cheddar has a better survival than you. If Cheddar has a better survival, then you can give him advantage. If you have a better survival, he will give you advantage.
Yes.
And you have a better survival, so he's giving you advantage.
Okay.
Cheddar actually makes a comment too. I think this is the first time we fortified a room instead of breaking into it.
I guess you could reverse engineer the process. What makes it harder for us to get in?
All right, you roll the 22. As he's like, I could think of a few things actually. As you guys set up proper security measures and get your place very well fortified and secured, completely boarding up the water entrance. As it's pretty late at night as Helena and Deroli return. Yeah, because you guys have fortified the door closed. Hello? Hello? Why'd you assholes lock it up?
Slides open. We have to fortify. Big problems.
Okay, then how are me and Deroli supposed to get back in? She has a very good point.
We open a little bit.
They slide inside. Okay, so what was so important that you had to call us back so quickly? I was in the middle of just about discovering what was happening with Flick.
That's a fucking changeling. He's faking being TK.
For how long?
I have no idea, but long enough to find out what the fuck Edrigan is doing, more than likely.
Shit, do you have the ability to get in contact with Edrigan? You don't.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
As even Cheddar goes, I've used all my sending spells for today too, so I can't even tell him. We have to tell him by foot.
And I can only turn two people invisible at a time.
Helena, we've managed to get everything packed up into boxes, so just... of course. Are we leaving all the expensive alcohol here? Yes. Goodbye.
You can take
alcohol.
one for the road for when we celebrate when you win.
Okay, she says as she grabs one. All right. I got... Damn, this box is heavy, you bastards! As Deroli says, I can help. You're half my size. I can help. He says, looking down.
Damn, he's tall.
Yeah, he is tall for a kobold, but still, compared to her.
Okay, 1 sec. I'm moving back to my car because I'm already done here.
Okay. I'll give you about 2 minutes. So how's everybody feeling?
Like that.
I'm gonna murder this bitch one day.
I hope everybody's having fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't. I was like, when you guys weren't making insight rolls last week, I was like, oh, that's not good.
You just take it as it comes.
All right.
To be fair, he wasn't being very different from normal.
True.
His lips were looser.
Yeah,
His lips were a lot looser.
that's how, there were a
But
few.
I actually kind of thought of that, and I was like, no, he's just trying to help us get this fucking shit
He
done.
also wants to live.
He also wants to fucking get this done.
All right, so Creed.
Shazang will
You-
believe the sky is green.
Yes.
So Creed, you, Cheddar, Helena, and Doroli. I have to resist the urge to call him Artemis. It's really hard, but
You can call
I
him
mean,
Artemis.
it's still technically correct as long as it's referring to the players as here's this NPC named Artemis instead
Right.
of here's this guy named Artemis to an in-character interaction, which would be scary.
so you got so the four of you all essentially break wind to where you guys are getting towards to Chateau Noir. It's late night, and you approach Chateau Noir, and you can already hear conversation and talking happening inside. As Cheddar says, "Looks like everyone's still awake. Surprising given this time of day, night."
Not surprising considering the discoveries we've just made. I'm sure they found out something.
All right, and you guys, as you guys are, for those in the Chateau Noir, this is when Creed suddenly walks inside. Well, and then Helena comes inside carrying a huge crate behind her, along with Doroli and Cheddar.
Oh. What's all this?
Are you just moving in the whole family now?
We're having a minor situation going on. Dak is
Yeah.
Dak is a changeling, and
We know.
Hold on. Shut up. Mile.
Yes.
No, first, Triznag.
Mm.
Prove to me that this is Mile.
Well, I doubt anyone else would. He goes up and kisses Mom. See if she hates it or if.
Oh, if Kobold's face could turn more red, she's like,
And he'll stop.
Oh, okay. 1, gross. 2, Mile, how many times can you cast Dispel Magic
yes,
right now? On everybody.
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
Now.
Alright, so she goes around
Uh,
everyone. Dispel magic. Dispel.
Triznek will shuffle over near Doroli just because he knows what's about to happen.
Dispel magic. Dispel magic. Doroli sweating heavily.
I'm right here.
I'm freaking out, Trisnek. I'm freaking out. Dispel magic. Dispel magic. And. Oh, you got a nice new blue kobold. When'd you guys get him?
He's,
There are too many kobolds in this town!
Dispel and dispel magic as he turns green.
And Triznek will just step in between them real quick.
Draw sword.
Hi, Artemis. Welcome back. Anyways,
Drag.
Oh, we're not killing him.
he's not Dax, so I don't care.
I believe there's more concerning matters. Yes, I agree with Edgerton at this point in time.
Okay, fine, but this gets addressed later. Who? Later, she says. As Drag is just kind of, someone brought him back.
And diamonds are a girl's best friend. Anyways. Alright, so. None of us are Dak. None of us are TK. I have a very important thing I just thought of.
Mm-hmm.
Fake TK was the one who told us about the 2,000 orchids in the Hellion.
Cheddar, as a matter of fact, fake TK was the one who told us that as well. How do we know that that's the truth?
It's probably not. Though we would need a scout to find out, won't we?
Tasley?
She stands up straight. Yes, boss?
I was going to send Nightwing, but I can do that too.
Nightwing would be work as well, but I want to grab.
Well, the thing is, when I
Go
got,
consult with the boys.
I would like to point out, Nightwing can't get more than 60. I think it's 60 feet away from you, or is it a mile?
I think it can go that far. It's just that's when I can't do the telepathic link with it anymore.
Okay, double check that for me. That's all I want you to do.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'll have Tasley go consult with the boys to send out decent scouts that won't get themselves fucking caught.
Tosley. So you don't
We
want
need
us
to
so you don't want me to send orcs.
No orcs, the hobgoblins, maybe the goblins, I don't know.
Oh goody. I'll talk to Scarl and see what he thinks.
Yes, tell them we're concerned that the army isn't the size that we think it is, and we need to confirm.
She gives a nod as she's like, "Can I take Butt Stallion?"
Yes, go grab Butt Stallion.
She walks out into the courtyard. Why are there kobolds out here?
Oh,
Oh,
right.
I brought them.
Trisdag, we're gonna have to have a serious discussion about you and anything that is related to you racially.
Well, to be fair,
You can't collect all of them. I mean, we're getting very colorful here, and I'm getting a little dazzled.
I'm sorry, that's actually good. Yue, what's your research say?
Yeah, the only it has to be within 100 feet of me to do the telepathic, and it has to be 100 feet of me in order to cast spells through it. Otherwise, it doesn't say anything about
All right, that's perfect. Then Nightwing can
That's
actually
super.
Nightwing can go and be a perfect scout for you. As Nightwing, what does he say to you?
Nice bird.
And he's off. How long do you expect it'll take Nightwing to find this out?
I don't even know where they are. Between here and Bugsworth.
Actually, they would be coming if they. All right, and the chance that they do have the Helion, they'd have to be coming from north because then they'd have to come from Riversdale. So actually, northwest. Send Nightwing northwest and see what he can see.
Flat.
All right, and Nightwing changes direction, flapping his mighty bird wings as fast as possible. Right, and while we're waiting for that, I guess we continue discussions. Well, as you said, none of us are changelings. That's wonderful news.
Except for Artemis.
Yeah. All right, can we talk about this now?
If you
I would
feel
greatly like to discuss this particular one.
appropriate.
Why?
I can't join this conversation. It's raining super heavily. I'm sorry. I'll be back soon.
It's okay. Why is he alive?
Because
His
we're
head off and everything. And Edgergan starts looking at his neck.
cheesy answer. Actually, the truth. We're friends, and I wanted to test if I was actually capable of reviving someone. Please
So we
don't
had the
kill him
head
again.
cut off?
I put it back on.
I see that.
Mile actually steps up and looks at his neck as he kind of just. You're not going to kill me, are you, Mile? Trisnag, roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh boy. Here we go.
We've already got a kobold skeleton. We don't really need another.
Don't suppose I can use.
What about just a kobold body?
Don't suppose I can use. Oh crap! What's it called? Guidance on this one. Fucking praying.
You have time to use guidance on this.
Okay, here we go. We'll do the roll and then we'll do the add.
Oh, that's good.
28.
All right, so Mile looks at his neck for a moment. You did a really good job sewing that, Trisnag. Also, I guess just don't lie to me again. That's all I ask.
Well, I didn't lie.
I feel like this was an omission of the truth.
Fair, very fair, and I have to respect that. Also, Artemis, are you still working with the White Orchids? Artemis shakes his head no. Well, damn, I thought we could use that to our advantage, but then you had to go and say no. Well, I guess as long as you're not allied with the White Orchid, you might as well be Trisnak's friends. He needs more kobold friends here.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, I do.
More kobold friends that can hold an intelligent conversation and don't just say, you want to play Sing a Pig on a Stick?
I thought that was your favorite game to play with, Chisnag.
Artemis looks at her, trying to hide a smile. Drag.
Artemis, how did you get in contact with the White Orchids before?
They approached me when I was living in Kerr. I was out getting groceries and they had an agent.
I don't need the origin story. I need to know how you were supposed to talk to them.
You mean here in Duskridge?
Yes.
Well, you see,
The sewer.
Yes. Edgergan pretty much nailed it. They were running an organization in the sewer. There would be an agent that would come out of the sewer. I would consult with him in the local bar or when I was getting groceries and such, and just let him know how things were going. That stopped being a thing once Archon was dead, though.
How many?
You had
Do you know how
better.
many they were going to bring when they stopped getting communications?
It should only have been a small interrogation group. Well, not an interrogation group, but a small night squad. Maybe somewhere around 50 to 100 knights. However, that depends on what information Archon was feeding them. If Archon was feeding them information that the situation was escalating, I can see them essentially elevating it to a code of, we need to purge a city. And
So 2,000 knights in a Hellion isn't off the table.
Not off the table, but I don't think that is actually the case. But
With Lord Urza himself piloting it.
Yeah, that seems like a very grave exaggeration. It turns to Dreg. Dreg, is there anything you can offer here? Dreg, I doubt Lord Urza's coming. Like, highly doubt it. That man does not get off his chair. Hasn't got off his chair in 70 years.
Wait, how old is that man?
Urza? Well, I met him when he was young. Welcome back, Zai. Urza should be about 100 and... Actually, no, I'm getting my years mixed up. He's been around for as long as the White Orchid Order has been established. Actually, a little older than that.
People are too damn old. I hate magic.
Well, I'm not old.
You're old enough.
I think you are from Kobold.
Right. Besides the point, though, I'm highly doubtful Lord Urza himself is going to come. Even if LeFou is his son, I doubt that Lord Urza considers his son important enough to actually get off his chair and his position to even put himself at such a risk.
I can see why LeFou has issues now, then.
Yeah. I've been around for some of Lord Urza's children. Are you familiar with the term eugenics?
Can I roll something for that?
Yeah, sure.
I know. But does Creed know?
Can I roll medicine?
Yes, you could. Yes, it would be a medicine check.
I think this is just a straight up in check. I'm gonna put it under history.
Woo, God. Damn.
Holy crap.
Creed, you are incredibly familiar with the term eugenics. Because you've had the speculations of how to make a better assassin. And
Oh!
yeah,
Ew.
and Trizak, you know what the term is as well, because selectively breeding for the best kobolds. Yeah, there's you see when Duress Soul says he wants to do something like this, it's not that bad. He's a dragon. He doesn't have morals. It doesn't make... Mile, I take offense to that. Your offenses are wrong. But he doesn't have morals and he doesn't understand what's wrong with that idea. When a human does this, it's a little nutty. That's the best way to put it.
That's kind of just why nobles are always interbreeding.
Mile, I'm disappointed in you. Wizards have no sense of right and wrong.
He's right. You're right. At least not when it comes to getting the results. Is Lord Urza a wizard? She says, turning to Dreg. No, he's an artificer.
I hate those.
I hate them too.
The fake wizards.
And they make regular wizards look bad. Limzath had a very, very particular hate for Urza as well. But
Okay, so and you get cool things that like the hellion out of it. Anyways, as it's not coming, probably not that many orchids coming. LeFou knows that we know that he knows that we know. Anyways, his plan is stupid. What are we doing? I don't even know anymore. I wanna go to bed.
I was kind of wondering that myself. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of orcs, right?
I can tell you right now, there's no way we can get tricked by changing back again. We can track him now.
hold on, I'm just making notes. The DM is making notes, everybody. Alright. Continue. I was not paying heavily attention when I was making those notes there.
Creed
So right
said,
now we're still unsure what we're going to do. I can tell you right now that we can track down Dak. So if he ever tries to trick us again, we'll know it's him immediately. Thanks to Cheddar.
Well, the thing is, I have something for that. Well, since I know I'm dealing with a changeling now, I had to go back to my tower and get it though. Jeez. Essentially,
Just don't go to sleep.
fair. But essentially, it's a device that. There's a stipulation though. I need a piece of his genetic material.
On his sword.
Cheddar pulls
We
out his...
kept him.
Cheddar, I have a bit of his blood on my sword. No, that's actually perfect. Someone rinse that off and put it into a cup. And she casts the unseen servant spell. You go to my tower. On the 4th floor, there's a small crystal in one of those drawers. Bring it back to me, please. Thank you. As invisible force trods away.
Well, if there's a changeling or whatever about, we should probably move in groups if we're leaving.
Correct. We can't be alone anymore, she says as she scooches closer to Triznag.
Ugh!
We'll sleep in groups, we'll walk in groups, and we will do most things in groups. So that way that he can't get a moment to take advantage of the fact that he can be any form or any shape that he wants. Ugh. And then when I get
I'm still annoyed at you. You get to hang out with Artemis.
Trisnag will sort of scoot over to Dreg.
So, what number am I on that scale now?
You went back up by 1.
Well, that's still 1 less than before, right?
Well, when I first met you,
No, his went down by 1. It was Direct Soul that went down by 2.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, by direct soul standards, you got up by 4.
Haha, you're gonna get eaten.
Just about as dead as I thought I was this morning.
Well, to be fair, just use the same thing that you used to bring Artemis back to life. You'll be fine.
You know, that's not the worst idea.
Wait, can you actually do that?
I could put a glyph of warding and put my spell on it, and as long as it's intact and I fall properly, maybe.
That's actually quite interesting.
Let's not test it.
Probably better not to test it, yes. So then how are we going to arrange this? And around this point, Drip returns.
Who?
Drip, apparently.
Drip comes in and sees a bunch of people. What? He's only got one small little cage in his hand. What? Why are there all these people? Mile just goes forward and puts a finger on his forehead. Dispel magic. Huh? I actually legitimately expected you to be, him. Not gonna lie. Who am I supposed to be?
Yeah, Drip.
The physical manifestations of my migraine.
Does that mean my name's getting
No,
changed to
shut up!
migraine? Okay. As he walks forward, he's got a blue scorpion in a cage. As he's just step inside, you.
Magnificent kobold, you.
Yes, just come inside. Just come inside. And stay away from the other kobolds that are asleep. Why are they sleepy like that? Shh.
Because it's night and it's bedtime.
But they're standing up. That's weird.
Yes, but kobolds are very stupid.
He looks at Mile. Are we really stupid? Mile. Yes, very, very stupid. Dreg. The stupidest. Well, goblins might have us beat. Yeah, goblins have us beat. They're definitely stupider, but... Shrug shoulders. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna give them a medal. Stupidest. Just pin it on them.
Drip. I want a medal.
I prestidigitate a medal for Drip.
Right. So I guess
Sorry.
you are now technically involved with this as well. Wait a second. If you guys are here, then who's keeping watch at the rat hole?
We fortified that place.
Okay, that's fair. I've hidden the dragon skull at the rat hole, so I might want to retrieve that. And bring
How did you do it without them noticing?
He gives a smile. I have my secrets.
No, not this time. This is important.
Roll me a persuasion check. DC is 20.
Of course it is. My charisma is still 0. Just thought you should know that.
A nat 20 could get you.
It should, yeah. Persuasion. Where is it? There it is. It's a waste of a 17.
He thinks about it for a moment. He's like, trade secret. Sorry, can't spill the beans on that one. It's okay. One day you'll probably be a trusted enough companion that you'll get to know. Or I may end up having to use to save your life someday. Could be either or.
Or kill me.
He reaches into his pocket. Nah, you're not on the list. Wait a second.
Yet.
Flips over the other side. Nah, you're not on the list. Puts it back up. Yet.
So, Drip, where'd you find that scorpion?
I found it outside the city. It was just kind of crawling around. And I thought it looked cool.
I guess that's fine.
kind of stares at the scorpion in this cage.
Spell magic.
Don't have it prepared.
Are you gonna ask Mile to spell magic on it?
Yeah.
All right. Mile, this is my last use of the spell for the day. Dispel magic. She touches the scorpion as it tries to sting her. Little bastard. It doesn't change back. Okay. So...
Oh no, you lost that scorpion in a cage. How terrible.
I think you just invented a new game.
Drip looks excited. Scorpion in a cage? How do you play?
Mile just showed you. Weren't you looking?
So you stick
You-
your finger in the cage and try not to get stinged
Well,
by the
you-
scorpion.
You also have.
You want to play
You have to-
scorpion
you have
in the
to-
cage? You want to play scorpion in the cage?
You have to poke it.
You have to poke it. Okay, you have to poke it. Poke! Pokes the scorpion as it stings him. As Dreg. Ooh, that was probably really bad. That's a pretty rare species of poisonous scorpion you got there.
Sure is.
Looks like
Feel so good.
Looks like I'll be using some spell slots too.
As Drip falls on, kind of just slumps onto the floor.
You'll drag him to the, well, I don't know where anything for making medicine would be. I don't actually have prepare poison or protection from poison prepared today, but I do have a whole bunch of healing words, so I guess I can just keep using those if he starts to look like he's dying.
He sure is deserving that medal I gave him.
Right. Cheddar, pulling out about 150 gold pieces, hands it to Edrigan. And he's like, can we stay at your estate? At least for today.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Like,
He looks at Creed. Dibs on sharing a bed? And then Zai was quiet.
Zai's gone.
Oh, shit.
Optimus, prepare the estate for guests.
Artemis.
Triznek will actually poke his head out.
That's not his job anymore.
Fuck
He's
off,
gotta-
do it.
He's got a star.
I will.
Optimus, do you want to stay?
I do, in fact, want to stay here. It is quite safe. As he turns himself back into a blue kobold really quickly. I like the blue.
You know what? I also like the blue.
It is a good look.
He turns to Mao. What do you think? You're still Artemis to me. Blinks. Fair. Sure. I want to stay here, so I will clean everything up for you guys. I'm sorry, Triznek. I have no spine. So I'll get.
I prestidigitate a spineless medal for Artemis.
Aren't you just the kindest?
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Alright, well, I'll get this place ready, and, I guess when Nightwing returns with the information, we just all head to bed. At that moment,
Yes.
Nightwing has returned.
Give me the deets.
Nightwing describes to you telepathically that he estimates that he's seeing somewhere around 500 foot soldiers. No flying death machine, though.
We're not getting purged! But there's still about twice as many knives as we were told.
I like our odds
No
better.
Hellion.
I
But no
like-
Hellion.
Yes, I can handle that. So we can think about this tomorrow, come up with better plans. I'm going to... Drag, she says, turning to Drag. Drag, what are some fortifications we could make to the estate to make it a little bit safer? As about as safe as my wizard tower? I mean, I'm here. Somehow I don't feel confident about that. Drag, I would put that on my own feelings as just my ability to stick around in one place. But I assure you that at least for tonight, I'll be sticking around in one place. At this point, Tosley has returned with 2 hobgoblins and both the hobgoblins, which means Scarb and Scarl, as well as Tanaruk and Grog. I retrieved them, boss. That's at Xanther.
Kevin!
And then he was gone too.
Kevin!
Oh no!
Kevin!
We've lost.
Hello.
There
There he
he
is.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
Hi,
I
how are
can hear
you?
you.
I
Okay,
missed you.
I've been talking quite a bit.
Oh my
Oh.
god! You've been silent! Oh shit!
We haven't heard a fucking thing for like ages.
Yeah.
Well,
It's been
You know,
years.
trying.
What have you been contributing? I'm so sorry.
Nothing.
I thought you were just being quiet. Well,
Your mic was muted, dude.
it happens.
Lord knows how.
Well,
Give us the important parts, I guess.
yeah.
You actually expect me to remember a goddamn thing
Fair point.
I wasn't. That's
when
why
I'm
I
just
didn't
getting run over in conversation?
Yeah.
Thank you, school all over again. Well, actually,
I'm sorry,
thank you,
Kaze.
social interaction all over again.
I'm sorry, Kaze. I did not mean to make you feel that way.
I did.
Well, it's not our fault. His mic died or something.
I
Anyway.
still feel bad.
Oh yeah, I feel bad, but anyway, you're being talked to now. It's your moment.
Tosley,
Yay.
Todorook, Scarl, and Scarb have all showed up. The gang's all
right.
here.
So what have we done?
Oh, we've organized the men and we set up camp out, well, in the lower district. Scarl, pretty much the same thing, except we've made our party just a little bit farther away from where the orcs are. I also have about 30 goblins on patrol outside the city wall. We've negotiated something with the guards.
And the scouts?
The Scarl looks to Scarl looks to Scarb. Scarb looks to Scarl.
Tesley, you did tell them to send out scouts, right?
I sure did, boss.
Where are the scouts?
You know what? We will go back and tell them that the ones that are on the outer wall, should just be scouts. How does that sound, boss?
How's about you send out other people? Like an actual scouting party of some kind.
Oh, you mean
I need you to find those fucking white orchids, get me a count, get me their position, and do it now!
Roll me an intimidation check, actually.
Okay.
With advantage. With advantage.
Do the scary thing.
Intimidation. Thank God I got into
That was a pass,
looking
as
at
they
it.
just kind of scrabble around for it, but then beat it. As Tanara. He's good, boss.
Oh, Vecna, damn it. That reminds me I was going to do something and now it's too late. Can we go to bed now? Today was way too needlessly stressful.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Should I bring some of the boys over to watch the house?
Well, I don't want fucking kobolds to do it.
I'll get some of the boys to do it.
Tosley, I'll go back and get them.
No, these two can go do it. I need you here.
Fair point. Todorook salutes. Yes, boss. As Grog. Double yes, boss. They look at each other, giving each other hateful stares.
Sort it out amongst yourselves. Go.
You hear them. You hear violent whispering, by which I mean it's so loud. You can hear what they're saying. I'll beat your ass tomorrow. I'll beat your ass tomorrow.
You'll beat orchid ass tomorrow first.
Right. Heading out. All right. I'm just gonna say right there is a good place to call it for today, guys. So, goodbye, everybody. See you next week. Shit hit the fan, kind of, but now we're gonna get the rest of this shit next week.